Microsoft has won. They're going to be able to buy Activision for $69 billion. This deal has been cooking for over a year now, but there's been a bunch of legal roadblocks. Can you buy a company that big? Is this a monopoly? These are actual questions that had to be argued, and now the first of the final findings have just been submitted, and it sounds like it's definitely getting approved. They've won. Team PlayStation, for all their pushback, for all their complaints, it looks like Sony is taking an L that they really didn't want to take.
B-Boy Will, Simba, Six Slayer, what's up, baby? I see the chat. Dragonheart, your boy, yes, sir. Y'all came here tonight because y'all thought we was scared, right? You thought my word isn't bond, but that's pretty much all I have in this world. Nah, man. Y'all must think these dudes are impenetrable, right? You must think these dudes' skin is made out of vibranium or adamantium or whatever you think it is. Nah, man, these dudes are weaklings, bro. False prophets. They're fairies and scaries at the same time. Whoever your favorite mascot is tonight, I don't know and don't care. But whoever I see that I saw was crying, yep, straight victim. We're about to have a lot of fun today. Since you know, everybody has a lot to talk about these last 10 years. A lot of people ran their mouths. Y'all had fun while we was away out here in these streets. What y'all think it was, man? That y'all thought y'all was just going to be able to talk all day, talk all night? One day wouldn't be accounted for what you talk about? You can talk, but you got a game out here. This is a game in culture. This ain't the Oprah Winfrey Show. This ain't Ricky Lake. This ain't Maury. This ain't Dr. Phil. This ain't that. This is Di-RRec Gaming. XL, the X League podcast, the League of Extraordinaires. Y'all see my panel tonight. I got my man Six Slayer, the realest one, Resident Gamer Zero, Beast of Truth. I got Game Shrill possibly coming in. Maybe J-Rock coming in. Guys are working late. Spar 117 might be coming in. We might do some shadow drop guests. Who knows tonight? But I do know one thing. We're about to have some fun. First target that I'm about to do to kick this thing started is Dreamcast Guy. Now, I know you guys and girls out there been listening to this clown for so many years. He walks around wearing a Dreamcast hat. He looks like he lives in the bottom of a basement with a mic glued to his mouth. He's got a lot to talk about throughout the years. But a guy who we just heard crying, who was like in his soul, he was hurting. Why would you be hurting when you have a dead console hat on your head? Right? You got a dead console hat on your head. So why do we hear crackling in your voice? Have you, sir, been deceiving your community as well? Is everybody on this Decepticon vacational trip? It seems like so. So here, let's make it make sense. Dreamcast Guy, right? Because you got to call names out by their names. You got to call them out by their names. Dreamcast Guy's wearing a Dreamcast cap, right? That makes you a neutral. You're not balancing no beam. That makes you an absolute neutral. But we catch you out here holding your tears back for Sony, wearing a Dreamcast hat. But the Dreamcast was a Sega console that was in collaboration with Microsoft. You gotta make this make sense. If you're Dreamcast guy, why are you acting like you're sad? Microsoft and Sega were partners with the Dreamcast console. You gotta make this make sense to us. A real Xbox guy or a real Sega guy would be happy about what's going down because you come from the Dreamcast. But to our surprise, it sounds like the guy is just like everybody else. Deep down, there's donkey blood in your veins. Six Slayer, Realist, Spark 117, Resident Gamer Zero, Piece of Truth. I got 5 mics. Y'all pick whichever one you want to choose. I only got one question tonight. Why is everybody crying? Let's go.
Sitting there spending over thousands of dollars, countless of hours playing the same remake, remastered, and finding out your dirtbag CEO is a lying thief. And they all out there losing the biggest game that they thought that they could. These ponies, their stretch was from 2014 until 2017 when the Xbox One X came out. It was game over for them. Their narratives are all over. Every single one of them that come out and pick every single one of your accounts on Twitter, guess what? They went and bought themselves a Series S or a Series X. Bunch of hypocrite lying ass, sissy ass, excuse my lines, pussy, soft ass, pussy ass bitches. Sitting there, hiding behind their soft accounts. Sitting there, fucking crying out loud.
Watch your language, brother.
I'm sick and tired. It's been 3 goddamn days. I've been back and forth with these little ponies sitting there hiding, getting exposed, and getting frauded out. It's game over for them. It's just LOL. All I could do is sit there and laugh at them now because they know it. They all took one of the biggest L's in the world this past week, on top of 11 other congressmen calling out Sony for their fraudulent acts and their nonsense domination in the Japanese market. And it's actually all facts, because when I see pictures of the end caps in video game stores in Japan versus PlayStation versus Xboxes, PlayStation has 17 of those end caps, and then Xbox has one of those little spots for themselves. They barely have anything. So it was obvious, and now it's evident. It's Xbox won, PlayStation lost, and that's how it is for the next 20, 30,000 generations. No matter what they say, oh, we bought Bungie. Guess what? Bungie's not an exclusive to you. It was first exclusive to us in Xbox with Halo. Destiny's multi-plat. Then that's all they have. What else do they have aside from Destiny right now, Bungie? Nothing. And they're sitting there capping at a studio that we had to begin with, and all exclusivity to us. Are we releasing Halo on PlayStation made by Bungie? No. Are they going to get any type of traction from any games that we have moving on forward? No.
Destiny is dying too.
Yeah, they have 3 years left on that contract, 2027. If this Jim Ryan doesn't sign that contract, 2027, it's over. Microsoft could be like, oh, well, we gave you a 10-year deal. Nvidia, Nintendo, and what was the other one that they newly signed for their 10-year deal? Another
about the cloud one, the cloud deal.
Yeah, the cloud deal as well too. And now all of a sudden that I see you post up today, Legal, Sony's telling everybody that you could play anywhere, anytime.
But I thought that was a bad thing, right?
It's a really bad thing. You know, it's so bad. You know, I'm at the airport and I'm on my mobile phone and I'm playing through it's so horrible. It's so bad. It's so bad for the kids. It's so bad for the society. Oh my God. Ban everything that they have. Ban Xbox. Ban all that community. And yet they sit there and follow the true leader. Xbox is a father to PlayStation. When they made that Xbox, they had a huge cannon aiming at Sony. The only downfall was the Xbox One, DRM, whatever. And now that we've realized and noticed Eden, that's responsible, they're slowly taking off DRMs of every video game, knowing that we didn't like it and it's not working out for us. And they're bringing that to reality and to fruition. I respect the console, Sony. I respect my cousins playing on that. I respect any gamers that enjoy playing on whatever console you got. But yet, if you want to sit there and be toxic, you want some, come get some. But just don't be sitting there hiding behind a sock account to protect your real account from being hurt, like the way you go out there and privatize hurting others.
Sick, if they start changing for the better because of Xbox, though, then hey, you got to give them credit for that at least.
100%.
Like if they get
That's supposed to be the purpose of competition,
do better by their gamers, yeah, exactly.
And excuse my language again. I was just coming off a heated weekend as well as work today. I just had enough of these people's nonsenses. Yet it doesn't faze me whatsoever. It's all
good, baby. Shout out to Tarkulus, man. That's right, Boosteroid. That's right.
That's what I was about to say. Hey, you apologize. He said, please excuse my language. So I guess that means you can curse a couple times.
A little bit more in the future, but for real
legal,
though,
you know what it is? They're the donkeys. They're past the denial phase now. Because they were denying or trying to say this deal's not going to go through.
Speak on it.
You know that's what it is. Now they're in the crying acceptance phase.
Say it loud.
Yo, these fanboys. Let me tell you what they're doing. Let me tell you what they're doing. I got it right here, baby. You are coping.
I love it.
And you know what though? Like bouncing off.
I love it.
All right.
And let me tell you, man, it's so bad. All the narratives have long since been destroyed, right? And now Congress is like waking the hell up finally, and is like, yo, why are we camping for a Japanese company? Microsoft's an American company. Why are we going against them and against our own population?
And that homeboy sitting there on Twitter looking like that bald Jada Smith with them white teeth sitting there. Oh my God, he's sitting there. All the narratives are dead. Even from the beginning, we debunked it. They took momentum from all that nonsense and tried to world wars, this and that. Beautiful lady Lulu came in the scene, started correcting all these media news players. All of these developers and studio heads started seeing that, and they started correcting everyone. And then you could see that they're going and replying to these Sony fanboys like, hey, you're wrong. We never said this, and stop this and that. It's all dead now. They're all being confronted. And that's it. If these guys want to sit there and play, come and join us in the Xbox community and have fun. Every single one of us here, we all get together, we all game together, we all enjoy everything that we've got. And we all have our own preferred consoles, whether it's the Xbox, Switch, Sega, or PlayStation.
Dude, watching Lulu own those Sony biased media journalists was so chef's kiss.
Does anybody know what Ren is talking about right here? Wait, guys, is this why Monster Hunter World is unavailable on Xbox?
Probably.
No, it's not probably. I've said this on this show before.
Yep.
That's exactly why. Sony has region-specific exclusive deals. That's exactly why. And that's not the only game. What they're trying to do is stop Xbox growth before it can begin. So the big titles, the titles they know everybody wants to play, they'll block them. That'll all come out. Watch. They're gonna probably have to respond. I don't know if they'll have to do it publicly with these delegates challenging the one what they're doing in Japan.
Wait, hold on. He said not available on the Xbox store in Japan. That's what he said.
Yes.
The Xboxes are now region locked. Is he talking about
No,
he should be able to get it.
You can't buy it. No, in Japan, it's not available.
Not on
in
Xbox.
the Japanese store on Xbox.
It's not in the store at all. They can't
on disc or on store. Well, I mean, you'd have to buy an American disc. I don't even know if that would work.
Gamers.
No, like Switch. Well, I guess because you can switch over to the American store, get the game, and play it. Right? They have to load it up.
I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, it's wild. Yeah, because the Xbox is not
if you
regionalized.
got to rig it up,
Yeah.
are they really trying to sell it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. But yeah, I'm about to say though, because the Xbox are not region locked, man. They can just switch over. But
yeah, but
you
it's
know, I can see the
officially not
barriers.
allowed to be there. It's basically
Yeah,
blocking.
I know.
And
Yeah, that's
you doing
wild,
the region
bro.
lock thing is the end run around that. But I mean,
Yeah, that's wild. That's man wild. Nah, man,
But
you
yeah,
know what's
that's not the
crazy?
only game. That's just one of the biggest ones.
You know what's crazy about this whole thing though, man? Like even look at the whole Sean Layden thing, right? Y'all see my tweet, right? These dudes, because you seen old boy show, what's their name? The Bari and Persona, those two dudes, right? And again, I got nothing against those dudes. The way I met them, that's why I had a problem with them, because they came at me and y'all know how that shit went, right? But it's crazy because they was praising the crap out of Sean Layden, right? Overnight, because that man said he supported what Xbox is trying to do. Their mission is to bring games to millions of people.
Speak on it.
Yes, through your console, through your TV, through your mobile phone, through your PC, man, whatever form of media you have, that's what Xbox Game Pass is going to be, right? And I talked about this, I don't know how many times, so many spaces, even last year. I think since the beginning when I came to Twitter and I started doing spaces, we just talk about this all the time, right? The guy supports that idea. These dudes, as soon as he said he supported what Microsoft is trying to do, man, they turned into snakes, venom, scorpions, just trying to disregard everything this man did. And mind you, right, this is the ex-CEO and president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, the thing which they, worship and idolize. One guy even came in the comments. He was like, he was in denial at first. He was like, Sean wasn't, supporting the deal. He was talking about something else. Guess what Sean Layden did? He came and liked my tweet. Right? That's all the cosign I need. Right? Stuff like that. The way these people be, it's not about gaming. It's not about conversation. It's not about bringing the community together to game together, to learn together, to experience, to evolve. None of that, right?
Please say what I've said for years. What is it about, Beast?
It's vitriol, it's hate, man. It's trying to hold Xbox down, right? I'm an OG PlayStation player, man. Y'all know this. PS1, PS2. I stopped when it got to 3 because the Xbox 360 came out, revolutionized online. It was a wrap for that. But a lot of these dudes, man, y'all holding on to the past, right? I grew up on PlayStation, right? Everything from Tekken to Jet Moto to Fighting Force, man, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, NASCAR games, hockey, when all that was popping, right? These are not them days, right? It's bad when, again, you have the ex-president and CEO of Sony agreeing with me. Beats the truth, right? So what does that tell y'all? Right? This is why they don't engage with them, man. Like, this is why they don't engage with y'all. Like, what are I'm gonna say that again. You have the ex-CEO and president of Sony liking my tweet. You know who I am. So what does that say about y'all? I told y'all, man, that constant toxicity, the personal attacks, that don't bother me. I'm a grown ass man, dog. That ain't never gonna bother me, right? Because in real life, different thing, right? But online, it's like they see how y'all act. That is why the guys y'all worship rather talk to me than y'all. We're gonna come back to me in a minute. I'm gonna pass it on. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, this is what I wanted to say real quick. It has never been about gaming, bro. Okay, I was there when this generation was formed. Six Slayer, there. Realist, there. Right?
Right.
All us guys that are older gamers, I was there. The only thing that this fan base, that's why I've never called it a community. Community of what? They never had a community. Never. There's no community on PlayStation.
None at all.
The reason why they're like they are is because they're brainwashed into thinking that the platform has to be a battleground. Listen, I remember on the Facebook wars, there was a thing called PlayStation Battlegrounds. That was a group. That's all they did day in and day out. They're not playing video games, bro. They on social media trying to have conversations with each other. Just like today, you got Sumo running around here on the injury reserve, right? Using a Salk account to have conversations.
Injury reserve.
There's nothing to talk about.
I'm not
on Twitter to have a social dynamic conversation with you. Bro, take your L. See, the thing about it is, you dudes think that Sony's got to stay on top forever. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Like Realist said, now y'all gonna have to chalk it up, right? You're gonna have to chalk it up and realize, listen, and when we do this thing called console war, see, I told y'all that y'all gonna find out what the real console war is all about. See, all these weak ducklings, right? These duck dodger characters out here that love to neutralize themselves for the sake of feelings for their viewership, right? Those are ducklings, right? Where they came up with these terminologies, being a neutral, you should have all consoles and all this stuff was never the case. Never the case. Oh, you're not a gamer because you don't have all these consoles. That was never the definition of being a gamer. Like I've always said, I know gamers who don't even own PCs or consoles. They go to the arcades and put money in and play video games there. Those are gamers. All this made up narrative stuff is because, like Crunk ass Chris said, they've been lying to themselves, bro, instead of playing games. Everybody knows this. They hold up these mascots, right? You name them. MJG, he ain't from Memphis. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You got
MBG,
your Barbie and all these other clowns out here, J-Tech, all these dudes who do nothing but block people. They ain't brolic out here, bro. These are weaklings. All they're gonna do is have a social meeting group, discuss what we talk about, and it's not even gonna work because we're exposing your lies. Look, you looked at your cultish fan base, right? And it was already bad enough that y'all been drinking the Kool-Aid. But you got these mascots out here that are just deliberately lying to their community. Lying, accepting the lies. Because like I told y'all, it was never about video games like Beast was elaborating to. It was always about the console sales. As long as Sony outsells Xbox, they don't care about nothing else. But what happened? Microsoft changed the game. See, while everybody was flipping, wanting Microsoft to stay in that VHS mode, listen, I'll take the L on this debate. Oh, Sony with the PlayStation outsells Microsoft to Xbox. Okay, I'll take my L. But guess what? Microsoft makes more revenue than Sony. Your narrative was destroyed. Your myths were destroyed. Microsoft makes sure that the lower end of development makes money. They just spent what, $14 billion on the industry? $14 billion to help out the industry. Sony ain't doing that. You guys been running around that smoke and mirror. Now what y'all gonna do, right? It's your time now to get on your knees. Y'all gonna figure out who's really been there for you. Open your eyes up. We never lied to y'all. I told y'all big bank takes little bank. I told y'all before this generation was going to come that they all will fail you. Look at them now. Because they too stubborn in their ways. Y'all let Forspoken die off. We ain't let none of our games die off. Y'all want to see if these to die off. Y'all want to State of Decay 2 to die off. Y'all gave them low scores. What was that? High on Life? You gave High on Life them 60s. And look, High on Life outsold his ass off. Ended the year with the #1 top game in the world. But Metacritic, if you leave it up to these critics, right? Nobody likes the game. It's the Xbox community that's redefining what gaming is. You PlayStation donkeys, y'all done ran out of time now. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all are weak out here. You ain't good out here on these streets. The reason why you blocking people so you can keep chirping. Then y'all go out here and support somebody like Gas with his dumb ass. Gas will get up on the mic and try to be Eminem. He'll get up on the mic and do the hokey pokey for y'all. But when it comes to speaking intelligent gamer knowledge, he'll come out and tell you he for Xbox, but then he'll lose his mind and say dumb shit like Halo is dead. Now, let me remind y'all on something, right? I want y'all to get this. Why isn't any of them talking about Spider-Man 2? Right? all this stuff that's going on around us, all these earthquakes and tornadoes and hurricanes and blizzards and all this stuff, volcanic activity in the gaming community, right? But they quick to put up all these news, right, Beast? Quick to put up all this news, right, Resident? Quick to put up all these news, really? Sick? 117? But the only thing that we haven't seen is the frustration of not even seeing a thing out of Spider-Man 2. And y'all think we up here, you think we're crazy? I just predicted another myth. The gaming industry is all donkeys. There ain't no need to try to hide this scenario. It's been true for years. Other Zinc, Uncharted died off. Last of Us died off. Killzone died off. Motorsport died off. Drive Club died off. Godfall died off. Babylon died off. All
Destruction
of
All-Stars.
Forspoken died off. You want to know why you ain't seen Spider-Man? Call of Duty ain't paying the bills no more. Y'all been supporting a damn company that has to support from third parties to fund their first parties. All this time y'all been running y'all's mouth. And the ghost from Christmas past is now here to pay y'all a visit. Rain G4 from the ATL, baby. My lenient AT alien is in the building.
Like next tails.
Facts. Donkeys be sounding like next tails. Facts.
You know, after all, I'm really proud of the Team Xbox because, you know, they brought everything from the obvious to evident now. And they've exposed not only Sony's, yet the CEOs and how they treat gamers worldwide in all communities. All that's broken. And the only thing that they could do now is just follow and get their priorities straight as soon as possible, effective immediately. Because, you know, with the amount of sales that they had with their Xbox, PlayStation's great, yet they're running dry. And all of these toxic little Sony fanboys are purchasing Series S's right now. Now their names from God of War on their Twitter bios. It's all Hi-Fi Rush, Halo Infinite. It's all Xbox games names now on those little Twitter boys, Sony fanboys, little toxic pages. As whereas they're all like you said, gamers podcast. They're done their fighting stage now. They're grieving and now they're converting. Truth be told, and that's all there's to it.
You got these donkeys out here, 117, writing epistles with tears. They out here talking about it's going to be a dark day in gaming when this ABK deal goes through. They want to bring up narratives as if Sony's never bought studios. See, the problem is y'all are mad because Sony ain't never bought studios at this galactic level before. Yo, instead of worrying about what Microsoft is doing, demand for Sony to compete better. My man James S. Young Jr. said, so in the end, Sony really took themselves to court.
Somebody else make it without any of his input?
Now all eyes are on them. Facts. They came out crying. Now look, things have flipped on them. Ren said Halo Infinite is number 19 most played on Xbox. Elden Ring is number 23 most played. Is Elden Ring dead? Facts. They don't like truth. Sony, like what he said today to me. The problem with the PlayStation community is they got to stick to these narratives. You want to know why the narratives were created? See? Narratives were created for the weak. That's why. It doesn't demand their showcasing. Gaming is about showcasing. You know what I used to see? This is facts. This is how weak the donkey community is. I used to see Beast, right? In spaces, line all of y'all up. One by one, by himself.
Dolo.
Challenge y'all day in and day out by himself. And I watched y'all run from this dude. When it came to gaming,
destroyed their logic.
Ran from him. And y'all ran so much that your little lame mascots had to step up to him and he smacked them down. When they had nowhere to go but to challenge him, Beast took out the trash.
Big facts.
By himself. Y'all couldn't even handle Beast of Truth. Don't worry, because y'all pose no threat. Everybody that y'all run out here supporting don't even game. Y'all like these content creators. Y'all like people that just like to talk. But see, we don't just talk. We game. I'm on my third game. Look, me and Realist right now, we played about an hour of Wulong, right? Co-op. Right? When I beat Wulong, that means I beat Hi-Fi Rush, Atomic Heart, Callisto Protocol, and Wulong. It'd be 4 games. Hey, listen,
Hey,
I'm gonna be honest
Legal,
with y'all.
how many tries did it take you to beat Lubu?
It took me, I can't remember, bro. It took me a minute until I understood it. Realist hit me up and told me where I was slipping at, and then it took me like 45 minutes to beat it all. Like once I caught on to it and understood what was going on, that's when I got him. It took me about 2.5 days because I was beating him. But when he turned into that monster, man, all my countenance fell. Are you serious? Got to fight this dude again? You know, my energy was already low, but that was the funniest stuff, though. But
hey, Legal, don't feel bad because Game Zero ain't even get past the first boss, yo. Don't feel bad.
Facts. I'm gonna be honest. I can't compete against these.
You ain't get for that
games, right?
Hey, hold on, Eagle. Hold on. This name, B, not like this, man. Not like this, B. This is this. I don't want to do illegal.
You ain't itch for that. No.
Hey, bro. You know why I got the right to call him out? I've been waiting to co-op that game with him. He holding me back. He holding me back by not being able to beat the first boss.
Hey, look, man. I gotta go to work and stuff, man. I'm gonna play this
that, bro.
Nah, shut up. No, he hard though, son. He's hard though. The game is hard,
nigga. For you, what the hell? Hey, let me.
For everybody, don't front, Mister. I'm the dopest at all games.
Hey, listen. He beat me about. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He beat me like 37 times. But you know why though? Hey, I know about the Y plus B thing, man. I told y'all, like when they talk about the Jade and everything, you gotta hit Y and B.
No. This is what I do, right? So the first form is easy. The key hitting them, press the back button and keep blocking. Just keep blocking the attacks, right? When you beat his first form is kind of easy.
My man give me advice. He ain't even beat him yet. How that work?
But the second form, Jesus. I don't know these both have 2 forms.
Look, man, Game Serials, actually the second form is the easiest one because all you do is wait on him to attack you. That's it. The second form is about your parry. That's all it is.
It's all about countering. You got to counter. Yeah.
Hey, I want somebody to tell me this. What is the reason for owning a PlayStation today? In today's world, what's the reason?
They can't tell you, fam. That's a question they can't tell you.
Anybody, type it. Feel free to type it. Look, what is the reason for me to get a PlayStation?
$500
right?
air filter. It looks like one.
Yeah, because on the hardware side, it can't compete.
SSD.
Right, the hardware gets stumped out. Matter of fact, they told y'all Godfall can only be. Matter of fact, you know what they said about Final Fantasy 16? Why is next gen only? They said because of the SSD. That sound familiar, right? Godfall. Remember that? Remember the game that was
familiar to me?
Being built from the ground up because of the magical SSD, the pixie dust, the Kraken, other sea monsters. Then guess what they did? They went back and somehow made the magic happen on the PS4.
Ahab was so mad.
For real. Not only that, but they released a superior version for the Series X. Now, how can you tell me that a game is being built from the ground up for the PS5 and they released a superior Xbox Series X version?
Hey, Beast, man. Hey, Beast, man. I say that shit a couple years ago when I reviewed my old account. People whooped my ass. I said, dude, I told them don't come to Xbox. And they said, I told these people, man, especially the Xbox stars, do not fall for this cap talking about this magical SSD. It's just a storage device. Because you can literally put an SSD on the Xbox One S. You can put an SSD in any system because it makes the game faster. Like, it has nothing to do with frame rate. It has nothing to do with this magical. I have a PC. My PC have an SSD. It's like.
And side note, I got about 4 days in Godfall, so can't none of you PlayStation fanboys tell me about your own game. I can tell you more about your game than you can.
Because think about
part, right? Okay, the funny part. Since the system was coming out 2.5 years ago, right? You haven't heard one more word out of Mark Cerny at all. At all.
That's
this dude got dissed by Dolby Atmos, and that was the end of his life. No more word. They put him in the dungeon. They locked him up.
I thought he's a genius.
Right. They locked him up.
No, they tell him he's a genius. Like, so he's a genius. Like, hey, look, man. Look, I said it again, right? I told people, man, don't not fall for that SSD shit, man. Because at the end of the day, these ponies always, and the media is always going to lie to you, right? And look, what happened at the beginning of the generation with the Xbox One and the PS4? It wasn't about exclusive. It was about the power narrative. Oh, Xbox is 720p. PlayStation's 1080p. And all that shit. And I remember when Quantum Break came out, right? This is when Quantum Break got a good review. You know, this is why I don't like Digital Foundry, right? See, Digital Foundry is responsible for the console war shit, right? And they do all. I'm sorry, curse legal, but they're all part of the console war, right? Quantum Break got beat down by not only critics, even some Xbox gamers. Many reasons why. The one of the reasons why, because that game was 720p. That's why. They have nothing. No, some Xbox gamers actually fall for this. Oh,
no, those are not Xbox gamers, bro.
I know.
Don't use the term gamers loosely.
But
Sony asking for ear picks for their Tempest audio. What happened to the ear picks that they had to send in and get them custom made surround sound out their PlayStations? That system is nothing but plethora of lies. They revamped the 36 compute units that they had from the PlayStation 4 Pro with RDNA 1.5. They added this and that, a little bit of, shading techniques. None of that is RDNA 2, aside from what? I don't understand their marketing there. There's absolutely nothing that screams out RDNA 2.
That's why Mark Cerny is a genius, 117. Because he tricked everybody into thinking they had a next-gen console.
The reason why I see... Yeah, and they fell for it, and then their frame rates are holding up with lower resolution, and our frame rates are a little bit lower, but we got higher resolution, and yet they're paying for parity right there due to your CEO Jim Lionel Ryan. Xbox is a perfectly capable console, split memory pool, 6 gigabytes at what, and 10 gigabytes optimized for GPU. This thing has got machine learning. I turn on a game from 3-4 years ago, auto HDR. It does everything that it needs to do for the gamers to feel at home and comfortable. Every single one of these games that they have from the Xbox up until the Series X, 4K 120. None of that on the PlayStation. It's all lies. Sitting there and then selling off a PSVR 2 and having the same low rate.
I'm gonna say this once, right? Every generation, a lot of there's always be narratives. Like the Xbox side, we ain't innocent, right? Because during the PS3 generation, we used to make fun of them. PS3 got no games. To this day, they didn't got no games. But so we ain't innocent in this, right? Console war been here since what? The Nintendo versus Sega, right? But every generation is always be a narrative, right? And so the PS3 generation, the PlayStation 3 was the Xbox One generation, like the Xbox One generation, because they lost a lot of market share, right? So Microsoft lost a lot of market share with the Xbox One. But you see, when you're the market leader, you can do whatever you want to. That's basically what it was. Microsoft was the market leader. Despite the Wii sold 100 million copies, outsold both Xbox and PlayStation 3, the Xbox was the market leader of multiplass because multiplass run better on the 360 than the PS3, and the PS3 was more powerful than the 360.
But GameStop, what does that have to do with the lies, right?
Yeah, it's a lot about lies.
PS3 was told to the masses that it can go 120
frames
a
a second. Yep, I remember that, and that's why I told a lot of people, like, during the PS3 era, you know, they talk about the PS3 the most powerful console on the earth. They could do this and do that, and nobody couldn't do anything. Developers had a hard time, you know, making games for this thing. That's why a lot of developers, some Japanese developers like Square Enix, literally went to the Xbox to put Final Fantasy 13 and all of these games on the Xbox because the development
were broke.
Yep. Remember, hey guys, remember when they said
2 jobs?
Legal guys, remember when they sat there and said, if you guys connect all your PS3s around the world, we'll be able to form some molecular science.
My man Rain Z4 in the building. I had to keep him up there.
Sat there and told everybody that these PS3s are going to make science molecules. If you guys connect them all together, we're going to beat cancer. None of that, man.
Facts.
Nothing but
Rain Z4. Mark Cerny is the original Megan. Facts.
What you say? They told people if they buy enough, you know, PS4s, they can fly one day. That's what you said. Thought I heard you say that.
The PlayStation 3s they said if you connect all your PlayStation 3s and then you leave them on and then it starts computing in their back end and create.
Oh, he's talking about the at home, what you call the protein folding thing they were doing like 10, 15 years ago. You know, science shit for cancer and shit like that. Yeah, you could.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you could do that on your PlayStation to help contribute to the processing. Blah blah blah.
You know what the crazy thing was? When Xbox came out with the Kinect, they used the Kinect for surgeries and actual science work. Doctors show the Kinects are using it for surgeries on humans and science and to help out the disability. As yet, again, Sony lied with their PS3.
Facts, but you know, I don't know where you stopped with Digital Foundry, right? But it's not the first time Digital Foundry's been wrong.
Oh, yeah,
they didn't even know how to talk to explain the genius architect for the Xbox Series X. But do y'all remember when they got caught slipping with Quantum Break?
Yep, 720p.
This ain't the first time, man. Y'all run see Digital Foundry. We already know, right? Me and JyzalGamingTV was talking about this. They are just a different branch from the same tree. A lot of these little entities that you see are all from the same little company. They just branches. So Digital Foundry ain't here to be serious. They're not here to really tell you what the business is.
They're part of the console wars.
John Linneman out here doing a test over a freaking demo.
But they're part of the console wars.
That's what
he freaks out over Hogwarts.
Over a demo, bro. Over a demo. Now, you want to know something, y'all? I'm going to be for real. Microsoft can shut all of this down, right? Because Microsoft has the real technicians to actually create their own little technological show for Xbox. For every single game that comes out on the Xbox, they can test. And Digital Foundry be like dust. Microsoft don't need no third-party voice to talk about their games or what games perform on their own console. They could do it if they wanted to. Then it wouldn't be fun no more, would it be, donkeys? You need Digital Foundry out here. You need this clown work to soothe your inability to play these video games at a high level. That's why you like those single-player games. And there's nothing wrong with single-player games, but when you're hugging them and going to bed with them, there's a problem. When all you ever let succeed on your platform are soap opera, dramatic, cinematic experiences, there's a problem. You guys made fun of us for being the shooter box, but shooting games are exciting. You know how easy it is to make a campaign for a shooter game? We got that. It's no biggie. But our games have legs. When are y'all going to stop talking about Xbox? I told y'all.
The shooter box.
You're going to look foolish trying to diss Xbox.
Hey.
Y'all the truth. Y'all don't want to listen. Okay, let's keep up the good fight. Run to your little mascots that are going to fail you. Every last one of them are going to fail you. They can't save your feelings, bro. They can't.
Hey, I'm going to ask a question, Legal. So, all right. So, what year did CSTs came out?
2017?
18.
18?
Okay. What did God of War came out?
2018?
Okay, good.
It came out the same year, did it?
Yeah, it came out the same year. I think it came out like a month apart, right? I think God of War came out in April, and CFT came out in March of 2018, right? Now, God of War sold 23 million copies, right? CFT's got 33 million players in 5 years. So,
but that remember, don't narrative games. But remember, buy the game.
But remember, CFT got a 69 on Metacritic. It's supposed to be this one of the worst games last generation. Like everything Xbox has is not par with Sony quote unquote quality. Now, God of War got a 94 Metacritic, right? How in the world that CFT right now at season 6 has over 33 million players, still getting content every day, and a lot of reviews will review this game. It said if this game came out, came out today with all this content, it will be one of the greatest games of all time. Versus God of War be dead. That game is dead. You see, that's the problem. You said about Xbox with the shooter box and this and this. Our game got legs, right? Xbox games got legs. Forza got legs. Halo got legs. This is the same people talking about Halo's dead. How in the world the game is dead? It's not dead. All right, people still playing the damn game. There's season 3. Did Halo did miss ups? Absolutely. Did they promise a lot of things? Absolutely.
Game,
no company.
Right there. Stop right there. Right there. I like that one. We're gonna stop right there real quick. Tarkless said cops use the PS5 controller as a breathalyzer. Man, he's hitting them all.
Oh wow. Yeah, I forgot you can lick those controllers.
Yo, we got my man Force Legend from the West Side. I'm just showing love, fam. Xbox for life. Thanks, fam. Thank you, Tarkulus. And thank you, Force Legend. Thank you, G4, for all the love tonight. Listen, what GameShield was saying, he's exactly correct. Go ahead, Games. I just wanted to shoot them in.
No, I understand because I'm eating right now. So I'm just saying that our multiplayer games just last long, dude.
No, you go ahead and eat. No, you're right. Look.
No. It's right because at the end of the day,
multiplayer games are lasting. Where's The Last of Us 2 at?
It's not even multiplayer games. It's games in general. Like forget putting that sticker on it, that disclaimer. Xbox games last longer than PlayStation games. It is what it
is. Hey, you know that's coming next. The Last of Us Part 2 remastered.
This is what I want to. This is what I want to pinpoint on for y'all. Look how there's no rage. Listen, they told them that The Last of Us 2 multiplayer was coming out in 2022. It's 2023. The thing's been delayed. Where's the outrage? See, they so into trying to make Xbox look bad. You can't make this up, y'all. Spider-Man, they never seen anything, Beast. They haven't seen any concept art. But all they keep talking about is Xbox. Somebody make sense, man. Somebody make sense with this.
No, I told you, listen, when it comes to them, man, PlayStation dudes, you know why they so angry every day on Twitter? Because they ain't got nothing to play. They ain't playing nothing. These dudes literally log more time into Twitter than they PlayStations. I swear to goodness. Man, like, I done challenged the entire community. Matter of fact, I'm known for doing that, right? MLB The Show come out tomorrow. That's a cross-play baseball game. I never knew that. And you know, once I found out, I put a challenge out, right? So this might be the first time I played baseball since probably the PS1. So if any
we'll get together on that.
Right. So if any
baseball going on, let's do that.
So if any of you knowns, right? The you know, you got all the Baris, the Dreamcast guys, the KJNs, and any of you irrelevant ass niggas. I don't even know you like that. I don't even really care about you. But y'all always talking about y'all being gamers, right? So if y'all want a game, MLB The Show, that's a Sony game, by the way. That's coming day and date on Game Pass. We getting y'all game for free. Why you got to pay for it, right? But if y'all so-called gamers, we can do some Team Xbox versus Team PlayStation. And again, I ain't played a baseball game since the PS1. So this is probably the best chance in the world you got to beat me at anything, right? So me, legal. And I know it's at least 3-on-3 on the game.
Paddle up, baby. I'm there.
Right. So we can get 3 of y'all stable leaders versus me, legal, in the third. Let's do that. But I don't expect no response, man. Y'all never respond. Hell, when the Street Fighter 6 beta came out,
I'm not gonna respond, man.
I issued a challenge to the entire PlayStation community. I had to beat up on Xbox dudes, right? Then I had to beat up on randoms, right? Every game that ever came out, I issued a challenge to these dudes. They never play. Matter of fact, Diablo.
Beast be having these dudes lined up against a wall like middle school taking their lunch money. I've seen it with my own eyes.
For real, bro.
Real quick, y'all. Real quick. They showing love tonight. Tarkulus. They gonna supercharge future cars. My man's going in. They gonna supercharge future cars with the PlayStation 5 SSD. Yo, Tarkulus is taking over for Smitty Smith tonight. Shout out to the Book of X. Real quick. We got Seambald in the building with a super stick in the building. Yo, all this love. Thank y'all, man. Yeah, have fun tonight.
What up?
We told y'all we coming. We listen, like B said. Ain't this all about gaming, right? This is about gaming, right? So why are people feeling threatened over video games? Right? Losing and winning is just a part of the game. It's just, let's have some fun. Oh, no, but it's going to show a weakness, right? Because all you dudes do is run y'all's mouth day in and day out. And so when somebody like Beast of the Truth puts the rubber to the concrete, y'all don't want to showcase because y'all aren't used to nobody putting you out here. What y'all are used to is just run my mouth. Nobody says nothing. The streets are weak. Look at me. I'm somebody because I have a bunch of followers. We got people out here trying to sell. Look, Beast, you can't make this up, right? Everybody on the panel, I'm not making this up. JyzalRock, I'm not making this up. What happened to the PlayStation VR 2? I think we had somebody out here mascotting for it, putting it on his head just to find out he never played a VR game in his life. Can't make this stuff up. This is the community we got. This is the influence we got. And we got people like JyzalRock on Saturday playing Halo nights. We can't get no love for people like that. And I'm just using JyzalRock just because I know him. I know there's plenty of other people out there. And let me do this right now. Let me do this right now before I forget. My man Abu, right? PlayStation 5 owner. He's probably one of the most respectable PlayStation 5 gamers I've ever known. He puts that work in. When I go back and find his channel, on the next show, I will put his channel out there. Go support my man Abu. He's all about that PlayStation gaming. You don't see him on Twitter like that because he's playing on PlayStation 5 games. One more. I got to give props to my man, the 7th. The 7th out of Austin, Texas, man. He's another one. He's an old school retro root gamer, though. Great father. Takes his kid all over the place with him. He loves his son, but he puts that work in on that PlayStation 5. See, I've come to notice that a lot of you PlayStation 5 owners, y'all don't support the real ones. I'll support all these little clown bozos out here because I start to see that y'all have something in common. Most of y'all just talk this gaming. That's all y'all do. Y'all just want to talk gaming with no accountability. Y'all just want to say anything. See, just like Dreamcast guy, he just wants to say anything. What you got? MGB, he'll sit on the camera for 2 hours talking to himself through a mic.
It's all for the subs, right?
Talking in circles over it, and then he does a video like where he comment, like he review. Oh, what do you call it when you watch your own video? You watch somebody else's video and you comment on it. He did one of that.
Oh,
video.
Reaction.
Yeah, reaction to his own video. Facts, you realize how crazy he had deleted it, and then everybody called him out on it, and he had to bring it back.
Bad.
Yo, I placed a 4-hour live stream on it yesterday. It was ridiculous. Everybody clowning this dude. It's like he took all the brunt of all the crap that happened last week. One dude, basically.
I got my girl Dirt from the West Side. Yo, the West Side strong tonight. Dirt, what's up, girls? Long time no see. Microsoft has finally called in a favor.
Listen.
Government.
Yeah, they owe them for Operation Prism. They owe them for Operation Prism, where they blame Microsoft for all that shit when it was really the government.
It's too funny, ain't it, Sick?
Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, man.
They gonna send Jim Ryan to
Go ahead, y'all.
Hey, listen. Hold on. Listen, man. I don't take nobody serious who in the live stream just talking to himself in a podcast. So this man just literally talking to himself. He doesn't have nobody in his podcast. I don't take that nigga serious. I don't take anybody serious who just talks to themselves in the podcast is arguing by himself.
Hey, why you don't?
The point is, he's the textbook example of all of them all rolled in one. Example of every excuse and every mentality quirk they have. He expressed them all that night, over and over and over. You can recognize them all in him. One guy.
Yo, MBG. Like, people understand. I remember MGB years ago. I mean, he blocked me my old account too. I never forgot that because I called his ass out, right? Because when Gears 5 came out, right, it was getting really good reviews, like 87, 86, according to down to 84. You know how the media is. Like he talked about the Xbox gamer still don't understand. Understand what?
He used to be an Xbox gamer.
I know. He was an Xbox gamer. And of course, when you start hating on Xbox, your channel, and you become very popular on Twitter. So I remember he had about 2,000 people on his channel. Now he has over 98,000 subscribers. And no, I don't watch his videos. I don't even interact with him. I did interact with him sometimes. He said something stupid. But at the end of the day, it's like this is a textbook of, look, if I was an Xbox guy, I can't get no views, no support. So let's switch it up. Let's become a PlayStation dude. And look what happened. So, and he started doing his own podcast. I heard MBG has a podcast. MBG has a podcast? Who's on this podcast? Crap, what? Who? Boy, that nigga's talking to himself. He down bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Why don't he talk to any of the PlayStation fanboys that be idolizing him on Twitter?
Because nobody likes this dude. Because remember, he was an Xbox guy. Like, nobody likes this dude. Like, come on, Beast. Like, people fault.
Wait, no, I don't think you heard what I said. I don't think you heard what I said.
I know you say.
You know how all the little sock accounts idolize these dudes? Why you don't ever put none of y'all on, though? Why you don't ever talk to y'all? Why you don't ever have y'all as guests? Matter of fact, why don't any of them dudes ever have y'all as guests? Why they don't ever talk to y'all, man?
They talk out of their mom's basement's feelings. That's
because they hold grudges and they hold things in their feelings. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They're a bunch of mad little 20-year-olds with little zits on their faces, stuck in their hole in the wall basement, mad at the world. And again, excuse my language, new legal, but you know what, Mike? Can you do the dishes, Mike? Fuck you, mom. You know, that's who we're dealing with on Twitter.
Final Fantasy 16 is going to destroy Starfield.
Exactly.
Bro, on what planet? Come on, man.
The entire panel.
Hold
on. I respect this whole entire panel. J-Rock, you're out there as well, too. Every single one of you in the chit chat community on Twitter, I see everyone enjoying their time, putting their game shares up, putting everything, all the video. All of that. These ponies don't even do any of that. They just sit there and take a Photoshop picture. Oh, I own this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, man.
Now you know what they do though. You know what they do. This what frustrates me the most about PlayStation fans. It don't really frustrate me because I don't care, but I care as a gamer because it's kind of like if you're a master of your craft, right? You don't take too kindly to frauds coming up in there trying to pretend that they something that you actually are. I get tired of seeing the exact same. You don't
want that happening either.
Right. I get tired of seeing these PlayStation fanboys, right? You got a bunch of followers for what, right? You don't do nothing with them. You ain't posting no gameplay. You ain't putting them on. You ain't putting on no real information. It's just a bunch of circle jerking all day, right? You ain't showing them no relevant information. You ain't telling the truth. All I see them do is post pictures of the scenery, right? They will post something like, look at this water, right? Look at these bushes, right? Look at the wind, right? You can't even see wind, but somehow they point out the wind, right? Look how pretty this is. No, show me you playing the game. Show me your skill, man. I get tired of seeing everybody post about Horizon Forbidden West. That's corny. You can do that with any game in the world, bro. I can take any video game on the planet with nice graphics. I can just take Cyberpunk all day and walk around and say, look how beautiful this looks. Look how good these graphics look. And I can just do that all day. That's what you PlayStation dudes do. But you know what we do on Xbox? We was playing Diablo. We were playing Forza. We playing Grounded. We playing Sea of Thieves. We playing all these games, right? And we show y'all that we actually playing these games, accomplishing things. We winning races on Forza, right? Playing these fighting games, right? Getting wins in Halo. These dudes, this is why they so angry on Twitter. They have nothing to do on that console. There is no reason, bro, to own a PlayStation.
For the people in the back.
Hey, it ain't no reason. And I'm not trying to be mean, bro. And if anybody's name who was said during this whole fucking debate, whether I said it about you or not, if you disagree with anything up here, I would debate you by myself, 1v1, right? You ain't gonna set it up though, because I don't trust you niggas. Y'all ain't built on integrity. I'll set it up, give you all fairness, so you can get a neutral party, right? But the fact of the matter is, and you can try to dispute anything I say, factually, there is no overarching reason to own a PlayStation. The hardware is not there. The software is not there, right? The best thing y'all have about that entire console is the game DVR. That is superior to Xboxes right now. I ain't gonna lie, right? Outside, but that's a more of a novel feature. But where by your own logic, you can't even really count that because you got to play games, right? So when you look at what a PlayStation offers you as a console, that's a traditionalist console. The PlayStation brand is not made for this day and age, right? Y'all even behind Nintendo. Even Nintendo has made more leaps in innovation than y'all. Nintendo has made it so you can play all of their old titles. If it's not all, it's almost all of them in the Nintendo Online. Facts. You can play them online with other people, right? Facts. Nintendo has made leaps and bounds to be innovative, and I'm hoping Xbox taps in with Nintendo and does that for some of their older titles. Definitely once this Activision Blizzard deal go through, because it is going through. Come on, man. That would be amazing if they can somehow bring back, let's say, in this hypothetical game, so don't say nothing, niggas.
That's old news that is going through. We were saying that last year.
Right. So it'd be amazing if they can bring back something like, let's say, X-Men Legends or whatever, right? And they found a way to make that online. Whatever Nintendo uses to do that, I would love for Xbox to do that. Once they get all these amazing titles that made y'all childhood, let's not front. You can't say a word about Activision Blizzard if you came from the PS1 to PS2 era. If you're a PlayStation fan in any way, shape, or form, you can never talk about Activision or Blizzard, ever. Your entire childhood was damn near carried by Activision. Everything, from X-Men Legends to Tony Hawk. So you can't talk about Activision Blizzard.
And
right?
Tony Hawk is one of the best rating game on Metacritic. 98
that's the second best rated game of all time.
Yeah.
Let me get the talkers real quick, then y'all can knock that one out, because that's facts that y'all about to say. Talkless in the building again. Why was the priest upset with his PlayStation 5? It didn't support crossplay.
Facts.
But big facts. That's facts.
My man got the jokes tonight, boy. He's hitting them.
That's funny. Hey, that's funny as hell. Hey, that's funny as hell. I'm sorry. Hey, that's funny. That's funny, dude.
Y'all guys, man, y'all gotta stop worshiping these PlayStations, man. Like, come on, man. I grew up on PlayStation. A lot of us did, man. But this is not 99 or fucking 2003, right? We ain't in high school no more, middle school. PlayStation is whack now, man. It hurts. I know it hurt. But that's the truth, man.
Well, I never owned a PlayStation since PS2.
A lot of people gonna be angry that you said that. That's gonna be on other people's YouTube videos.
Listen,
clipped
feel
up
free.
on Twitter. PlayStation is sus right now. I mean, it just is what it is.
It's trash. It's trash.
I'm gonna capitalize that by saying one thing. I've had every PlayStation since the Japanese one in December of 1994. When it had an S video on the back, the 1.0 system, we didn't even get that by the time it came out. That September in 95, they already took that out. That's how long I've been with PlayStation. I've had every PlayStation but this one by this point in its life. I play everything. I don't have a PS5. I have a PS5 controller to play that games on PC. A black one. It's real nice looking, but the battery life is sus. And that DualSense stuff, it's kind of fly, but it kills the battery like ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I gotta do DualSense too.
I'm being honest. I'm sure it can run a lot of that older stuff a lot better now too. They have a lot of those patches now too. I see how it works on Xbox. I can only assume it works at least that well on PlayStation for their top games, right? That most people care about anyway. It's just not doing it for me, yo. The VR thing is one that can say
part-time gaming, brother.
Really,
the bottom line.
But even that,
it's like they live in the early 2000s. Those fanboys.
Game Pass is eliminating that one advantage they have now, too. That one advantage that you just mentioned. Because why play Call of Duty and Fortnite, which performs way better on the Xbox, even on the S, outperforming the PS5? That's ridiculous, right? All these things. Why have a PlayStation? Everybody's saying have a PlayStation and a PC and a Switch if you need Nintendo stuff. Yo, only a PlayStation out that equation. It's Xbox and PC if you want any PC stuff. If you don't, there's Xbox in the cloud and a Switch if you want Nintendo stuff.
Say it loud for the people in the back.
It's that simple. The cloud, yo, that's that great equalizer. And now PlayStation wants to do their remote play. But at the same time, you got Congress looking at what PlayStation was up to. PlayStation never earned any of the position that they had at all in this industry from the beginning.
They've also got lawsuits against them too.
Right. The receipts that are coming out against them, Congress is stepping up now. Are you kidding me, bro? Because they finally woke up and said, hey, why are we capping for a Japanese company against one of our own American companies? I said this before. It's the same. It's like they woke up today and said, oh, wait, what the hell? Even the CMA is like, nah, everything looks good, bro. Like, what more needs to be said? But these dudes is out here. And the funny thing was, they were quiet for over 24 hours, yo. 24 hours. They just were looking for their one hive mind excuse to come up with. And the best thing they could do was to cap for advocating for Sony to buy other publishers. Yo, Capcom has a lot of debt. They're not buying them. They can't afford Ubisoft for all types of drama with that, right? Take-Two, they can't afford that. There's countless other EA, they can't afford that. They can't even afford any kind of exclusivity, anything with EA. They can't afford that. Ubisoft either. They can't afford that, right? Squaresoft's on the downturn anyway. That's the waste of their money.
But you can't. I don't think.
That's the one thing. No, but that's the one thing. My point isn't even the specifics of that. It's the fact that this all they could do is dream up acquisitions. The same. Oh, now acquisitions are good. Yeah. Okay, I see you now.
Hey, nah. They want us to get mad over a promotion ending.
Hey, J-Rock, stop it, man.
The same.
They want us to get mad over $1.
Hey, what up, Jay? What up, man? Hey, here go a nuke though. Here go a nuke. I don't think they understand how big this deal is, right? Call of Duty is already the most popular shooter in the entire world, to the point that Jim Ryan himself said, listen, man, I don't care what bangers we got, they not banging like this Call of Duty. We need that, right? I'm in the bind, Nate. You remember Set It Off? I'm in the bind. That's what Sony right now, right? Hold on. This is important. This is important. I don't think people understand, right? We got Call of Duty from Activision, the most popular shooter of all time. Now, I love Battlefield, bro, but even as a Battlefield player, I gotta admit that, right? Look at Blizzard. Do you know that Diablo 4 is arguably that is, matter of fact, ain't even arguably. I play Path of Exile. Y'all seeing I got 22 days logged in at, man. 22 days in Path of Exile, right? I played every major looter damn near known to man since a child on the NES, starting with Gauntlet, right? Diablo is the most feature-packed, popular and complete looter of all time. That's Blizzard. Guess what game has more players overall than our PS4s out there? World of Warcraft. That's Blizzard. There's over 125 million World of Warcraft players. That's Blizzard, right? Per day, there's about 1.5 to 2 million World of Warcraft players logged in, right? Per day. So you're telling me Activision Blizzard, right? They have a game that is more active than every PS4 user combined. That is insane, right? This is why when y'all be talking all this stuff on Twitter, and again, right, I know the console wars can be fun, but you know when it comes to me, man, you know when it comes to all these guys up here, we don't troll, we truth, right? That's what gets you so mad. You can't be mad at us because we're speaking the truth. I'm gonna tell you like this: you wanting to be right does not make somebody else wrong, and you want somebody else to be wrong will never make you right, right? I'm telling y'all as a gamer, from gamer to gamer, you got to move on from that PlayStation, man. It's over. It's over for that. It's over. It is never going to get back to the way it was. In order for PlayStation to kind of transcend and to become what you think it is, it will have to become Xbox.
I'd rather
has to
Beast
become
tell
Xbox.
y'all than me to tell y'all. You heard it right.
Or it has to go in the other
year.
Or it has to go in a complete other direction, like, because all this happened once before. History repeats this stuff. Who was in this position 10 years ago? Nintendo. They went in their own, they did something different. Sony needs to stop. All they live on is exclusivity deal. This is what proves it all. They have nothing original, homegrown anymore. Nothing that can, even if they did, that they actively develop on and could compete against the onslaught, the literal onslaught of what Xbox is bringing.
Hey, I'll ask a question, right? So, if exclusives are the most important thing ever, right? Why does Call of Duty is funding their games, though? Because think about, like, come on, man.
The same way that these ponies got catfished by Marlis, it's the same way that they're getting catfished by Jim Ryan. It's all lies.
Oh,
every time I try to bring that argument up against them, they had no answer.
Yo, that's the other thing. Jim Ryan, like, yo, Sean Layden, for example, you see him entering the picture, the debate a little bit there, right? So what Beast of Truth said was so correct that he liked it, right? But think about it. How these PlayStation fanboys were so upset about what he said, right? And he bodied them with just one simple tweet. I think it was only a word, basically, right? But, yo, check this out. Here's a nuke for myself, right? Okay, he dropped Hiroshima, here comes Nagasaki. Yo, peep game. Yo, if Sean Layden was still boss, you know what he would have did? Microsoft would have offered a 3-year deal. He would have taken it. It would have been a recurring deal every 3 years to go back and look at it.
And he would get fired. He wouldn't get fired.
He wouldn't have got fired, and everything would have been cool. They would have just, they probably wouldn't have gotten Starfield. Maybe they could have worked with them to get some other game, but probably not Starfield. Maybe so. Microsoft, they did the same thing with Minecraft, but that was different. Minecraft was already out there. But money's money. Microsoft has some kind of advantage, like a narrative that they could use and say that it's best here with us, with Game Pass, whatever. Because even that, the deal would probably be their PlayStation Network thing. I don't know if it would be physical copies. That's something debatable, right? But Sean Layden would have parlayed, is my point, right? This is all Jim Ryan's fault. He made the worst, most petty moves from the beginning.
He
didn't realize from the beginning he could never have everything. He was gonna lose some. He couldn't accept that from the beginning. He wanted it all, and he knew eventually he couldn't even get anything. So now he just wants to mess things up and delay things and poison the wealth as much as he can. But it seems like that's now that's just blowing right back in his face now. This is all Jim Ryan's fault. Everything that's happened to Sony right now is all his fault.
You know what's crazy? All this talk about fire Phil Spencer and all that, right? Probably by the end of this generation, it's gonna be Jim Ryan who's fired.
Exactly.
Hold on. I can't really blame Jim Ryan because Jim Ryan came out towards the end of the PlayStation era, so it wasn't really Jim Ryan is the problem. Like people thinking he is. Like he doesn't run Sony. He does like a figurehead. The person for is Sean Layden regime. That's the people who did that, man. Because Sean Layden cursed the PlayStation forever. He wanted to make... See, the PlayStation 3 wasn't selling, right? What he wanted, right? In the beginning of the generation. It was called a losses. And yeah, the PlayStation 3 almost bankrupt PlayStation. I blame the Japanese leadership of PlayStation because that's their fault. They're Yoshida. Now, we're not talking about the other Yoshida, talking about the actually CEO named Yoshida. And all of these dudes like Kazurai and all them. Like, that's their fault because they didn't evolve PlayStation. Because
same thing that happened to Sega.
Same thing happened to Sega. Movie. Yeah, because think about it, right? Jim Ryan just came out at the end of the generation. So games like Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon, Uncharted, and all of these games, that was all Sean Layden. Sean Layden agreed like every single game since the PS3.
Don't forget about Ken Kutaragi.
Ken Kutaragi, thank you. That's his name.
Let me stop you right there real quick. Tarkless for the Grand Slam. Shout out to Beast and J-Rock. Go panel. Now.
What up, brother?
Games.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, Sean Layden did one thing that was a mess up. This is what cost him his job. Sean Layden was band-aiding the PlayStation problems. He was band-aiding them. He only had short-term goals because he knew, and I mean, when I'm saying this was to keep the boat from sinking, Sean Layden, okay? So he knew that the donkey community is just what it is today. Like what Beast and Sick was talking about. They don't play games. Everybody knows this. They don't buy and play games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sean Layden was like, why are we going to sit here and make these long, drawn-out games, right? That they're not going to buy, that they're not going to play, and then we got to what? Pay these devs that make these games from our studios. Look what Sean Layden did. He played it careful. What you were saying, now let's magnify what you just said. Was Uncharted a new experience for a donkey? No.
No.
Was The Last of Us a new experience for a donkey? No. Was Gran Turismo a new experience for a donkey? No.
Absolutely not.
Was God of War a new experience for a donkey? No. Was Ratchet and Clank a new experience for a donkey? No.
Absolutely not.
Sean Layden played it close. He played it safe because he knew anytime you bring a new type of game in, they will not support it. Enter Jim Ryan. Jim Flying Lion Ryan came right out.
Yeah, because you can't blame Sean Layden because he played it safe. That's like neutral shit. Yep.
In that, he looked the Colt in their eyes, Sick, and told them a damn lie. He told them, we believe in generations. And you know what they did? While he was speaking, they were pouring that Kool-Aid in jugs and they was guzzling it down. They were drinking it so much, y'all, the Kool-Aid was staining their shirts. Kool-Aid just running off down their neck, Beast. They were trying to guzzle it down so hard, they were drowning themselves with Kool-Aid.
Yeah, okay, but legal. So, you're right.
But look, within a month, fam, he backtracked.
Yeah. But legal, you're right. But I give Jim Ryan a credit where credit due, right? All these third-person over-the-shoulder game that Sean Layden greenlit, they realize that none of these games don't sell, and they don't give them revenue. So what Jim Ryan says, okay, that's my look. We gotta change our approach now. We see how EA makes the money, even Microsoft. People criticize Microsoft last generation, they don't make good single player games. But one thing about Microsoft's strength since 2001 is multiplayer, right? They realize that they gotta make some multiplayer games to keep the revenue on flow. Yes, Call of Duty give them the revenue. We find out in the documents, but they still gotta make some multiplayer games. So what did Jim Ryan did? He said, okay, we're gonna bring 12 games as a service. Now I give him credit.
13.
At least 13. Yeah, I give him credit. He's getting rid of these single player games, and he's making these multiplayer games. But see, you understand, right? These games will take years to make. I'm gonna tell you why.
That's not his biggest problem, though. His biggest problem is convincing the player base to actually give a damn about those games.
Exactly.
They're too brainwashed by the third person over the shooter arrow shooting game.
Exactly.
Hey, Games, before you go ahead, let me ask you this question. Have you ever seen any of these loudmouth dudes from the KJNs, the MBGs, the Dreamcasters, and the rest of them random ass dudes? You ever seen them get together for Destruction All-Stars night? How about a Babylon Falls night? You ever seen that?
You say Destruction All-Stars night.
That's why they gonna fail, right? They can't even get together for the stuff they had. So why they gonna come together for these?
We talked about this the other day, man. Go ahead. Hey,
we did.
We spoke about this the other day. Look,
let me finish.
It ain't gonna be long. Look, they're not gonna even count on their own fan base to carry these multiplayer games. That's why they're going to PC day one. because they know that the PlayStation community can't support these games. Go ahead, B. I mean,
okay,
Right.
so like for example, right, Haven Studios, right? Now, I love Jay Raymond, and I think Jay Raymond is a very talented woman, but I don't trust her because she was at EA one time. They had to close down the project. They was working for 6 goddamn years, so she never finished a goddamn game in her goddamn life. Besides Assassin's Creed 2. So, and she made a whole new studio, and somehow Sony bought the damn studio. And we still this day, J-Rock, we still don't. And they bought the studio in July, right? So they announced the project in 2001. They bought the studio in July. We're in 2023, and we still don't know what the hell they're making. So, hey, good luck. And it's a live service game, right? Yeah, we don't even know. So good, yeah. So good luck. So good luck. Good luck in that, right? And that's gonna be on PC and PlayStation day and day. And that's a live service game, right? The Deviation games, these same Treyarch dudes. Now they ain't bought the company yet, so eventually they're eventually gonna do it. And they was making a game. The guy who used to work at Treyarch, he went to the EFE James, and they had a fallout, and he went back to Treyarch. So that's funny. So we don't know what the hell they making. The Last of Us multiplayer. Listen, man, it been 2018. They show concept art. They said they're gonna talk about it this year. We don't even know. There's no gameplay. There's no screenshots. But according to Naughty Dog, this did most up
2024 supposedly.
Well, whatever. They've been making that game since 2018. I got no faith in that. So all of these games, right? They talk about live service games, right? I would say all of them will get shut down in the next 2 years when they come out. Like, because I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because majority of these dudes, like on Twitter, right, they ain't paying that shit, dude. Because think about it, right? If they didn't support Killzone and Mag or Resistance and all that stuff, how in the world these same dudes who used to own a 360, the same dudes who used to own an Xbox 360,
Drive Club,
yeah, own an Xbox 360, jump shift to PS4. Warhawk. Right, because of Call of Duty, is gonna go out there and buy one of these games. Haven Studio games will shut down in 6 months. What's the name? Deviation games will be dog shit. It will be one of the worst shooters of all time.
Hey, Cliffy B had to learn that lesson, right?
Yeah, he had to learn that lesson too. So all of these, listen, man, all of these games will get shut down, and I blame the fan base because most of these fan base are not really PlayStation fans; they're 360 fans.
Well, I got a question for you, Game Zeros. I got a question for you, Willis and J-Rock.
Shit, my game will be better than them.
I got a question for Game Zeros, Realist, and J-Rock. Are y'all still standing on your 10 toes when I ask you this question right here?
Damn right.
I ain't even got to the question yet, man. Hold on. You know what I'm going to say. We're going on the record books tonight, baby. We ain't holding nothing back. Game Zeros, Realist One, J-Rock. Is Spider-Man 2 getting delayed or not?
Well, okay. Well, hey, what month is this? We're gonna be in April, right?
Bro, so, we're in March.
So we'll be April next week, right?
Yeah.
So April, May, June, July. Oh, no. April, May, June, July, August, September. So we have 5 months till Starfield comes out, and that's in September, right? They say fall, right? So fall starts September 21st. Now, this is my theory, right? If they ain't showing no goddamn game between now to July, that shit delayed, dude. They're like, look, man. Hey, that's my opinion, dude. So
between now and June, I would say
between June. And then Realist, you next.
I think we delayed, but hey, man.
Nothing.
It's just not ready. It's just not ready. I don't think
nothing's changed. I mean, I can't remember the last Sony game I've challenged Sony fans, anybody, to tell me the last PlayStation game that was announced that actually hit the date or year that they announced initially. Sony's been doing this since last generation. I mean, that's when I started paying attention to PlayStation, where they'll tell these guys about a game that could be 3 or 4 years out, and then show it to them every year, and every year they think it's coming, every year it's coming, and then it comes. I think the fastest turnaround probably was Kojima's game, Death Stranding.
Death Stranding, yeah.
That was the one that didn't take him, 3 years of just showing it off before it released. But Sony has. I remember when they announced the PlayStation, then they said God of War was coming in 2021. Right, all those games that they released were delayed. I don't think this one's gonna be any different.
No, Spider-Man didn't delay.
You're talking about the DLC.
No, we're talking about the original Spider-Man.
And that's what I was about to say. I don't know about Insomniac, but if they do delay, I mean, look, that's their workhorse. That's the only one they've been able to depend on, really. For them to be able to drop 2 Spider-Man games in a 3-year span,
listen,
I mean,
that's not impressive. That Tony Todd tweet though.
Yeah, but who's Tony Todd, man? He's just
Candyman.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
Hey, I know who Tony Todd is, but Tony Todd is not a Sony employee. He was contract.
He said he's voicing Venom in Spider-Man 2.
Okay. Then we have Norman Reedus, right? He said something, and the game, then they had to announce the game, but he's not privy to the marketing strategy unless he's making commercials or something. But I just don't see. But it needs to come out for Sony's sake, for their fans' sake, because. Look at what they did to Xbox in 2022. Look at what they did to Xbox in 2022 when we didn't have a big AAA game, right? All they did was talk about we didn't have a AAA game.
Say it loud for the people in the back.
Do you think we're gonna let that slide? If they take the whole 2023, right? What are we gonna blame? COVID, right? At least Xbox Studios are newly acquired. There's no excuse.
Go ahead. Realists, they're lucky that they delayed games for 2022, or else it would have been 2 years.
Facts.
Bro, they should have delayed all these games even further out because they blew their whole wad to start off the gen. Like I said that when I first saw all these games coming out, and what we keep saying, they got about 6 studios that we actually know and the games that they make. The rest of these studios making games like Concrete Genie or
hold on, Realist. The guy who make Concrete Genie, I would go over the studios right now, right? I would go every studio right now for Sony. We don't know what the hell they making. Like for example, the people who make Concrete Genie, right? Pixels, right? The last Concrete Genie came out in 2019, and we're 2023, right? That's 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. That's 4 years. What the hell are they making?
You think that they want them to make a Concrete Genie too, bro?
Nah, they're not.
They're trying to sell something right now.
No, they're not. So according to rumors, they're making a new IP. Okay. Days Gone developer, Ben Studios. Days Gone came on the same time.
Into a support studio.
Yeah, no. They're making a new IP, and they was announced in 2019. We don't know. Oh, my favorite studio. No, my favorite studio, Mini Marco, who people who make dreams. Nobody play that crap. And what's the name? So, that game came out in 2018, and we in 2023.
But you don't know. Game Heroes didn't turn this into a damn trivia. Look,
that nigga, he always do that shit. I swear
we got 6 studios: Naughty Dog, Gorilla. Who else? Santa Monica.
I named them.
The one that makes. I don't want all of them. I just want the ones that make games we actually know and play.
All right, bro, listen, man. Listen.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
This was bad though. This was bad.
That's true. Sony, my bad.
Listen, PlayStation fanboys, right? This was messed up, right? Y'all love talking about organic growth, right? And I don't think y'all know what the word organic means because you hypocrites. But the 2 biggest games that you keep talking about and anticipating is Spider-Man and Final Fantasy. 2 IPs which Sony themselves did not create or cultivate. I've been playing Spider-Man since a little kid on Super Nintendo, Maximum Carnage.
Me too.
Final Fantasy came out, NES, Super NES. Final Fantasy 7, Sephiroth, all that. Sony didn't grow neither one of those games, right? It's funny, you always talking about organic, but you're looking forward to other people's work. I don't want to hear that Sony made Spider-Man popular. You know how many damn Spider-Man games existed before they went to Sony's hands?
Spider-Man Shadow Dimension, Edge of Time, Web of Shadow.
Countless, bro. So you always talk about organic growth, man. These dudes are natural born hypocrites. There's nothing organic about the games you talk about. If it's about organic growth, they never mention Spider-Man again. That's not a Sony character.
Would be Spider-Man. Right? Spider-Man blew up when the Marvel Universe blew up.
But I told them that Spider-Man would become
just the same way as Batman.
Spider-Man was at his biggest. The Tobey Maguire movies was when they started blowing up crazy. The Andrew Garfield movies, they was pretty cool. I like those.
No, the second movie was sad. Well, the first movie was pretty good.
Yeah, when he tried to save Mary Jane. No, who was that? That wasn't Mary Jane. That was
Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy. That's when Spider-Man was at his peak, right? Sony did not really make Spider-Man any more popular than he already was. They created their own game, but again, that is not their character, right? So y'all talking about Spider-Man, you're talking about Wolverine, you're talking about Final Fantasy. No, talk about an original Sony game, original Sony character. Now the argument can be made for Redfall and Starfield. Those are not previously established IPs and characters. They're gonna make their debut on Xbox, on the Xbox platform. While Xbox owns it.
Beast. Let me stop you right there.
Go ahead.
That's where the narratives don't live at. We never live by those narratives. See, they think that their narratives are supposed to be in our camp. Their narratives don't exist in our camp. So Starfield, I don't care if it's Starfield, I don't care if it's Redfall, I don't care if it's Stalker 2, I don't care if it's Dark Tide 40K, right? We playing these games. That's all Xbox gamers do. That's
right,
all
legal.
We know.
They don't make the rules, bro.
We don't cage ourselves with narratives.
Ain't nobody making no rules over here, man. I don't know what book they're reading from.
They don't make no rules or they don't gate nothing. J-Rock, what's your take on the Spider-Man 3? I mean, Spider-Man 2.
I don't think it's gonna get delayed because I don't see a reason behind it. Like,
yeah, I don't see a reason behind it.
It's just an asset flip. It's gonna be the same city, same blocks, just updated.
Hey, J-Rock.
Taking this so long.
Hey, J-Rock, can I play the Spider-Man on PC, right?
Are they adding co-op? Or are they adding like a big multiplayer in Spider-Man 2? All right then. So
no, J-Rock. I play Spider-Man on PC, right? I'm gonna ask a question. In Spider-Man 2, can I finally go to Queens?
Nah, you can't.
Oh man, I ain't buying that shit then. I ain't buying that shit then.
That's what I said. Look, if they don't expand on the game, if they don't expand on the game, then yeah, it'll drop. But if it's a real sequel, if it's another like 9-hour sequel with a bunch of side quests, like Miles Morales was, then all right. But if they make a full game, I don't see it happening in 3 years. That's my thing. But if, like I said, if it comes out and it's like Miles Morales and it's a short game,
just update it.
I mean, I was wrong, but I'm laughing either way. But
it's gonna be like God of War. It's DLC.
Yeah,
that's all.
But God of War, I mean, at least they found a way to stretch that out for 20. You know, it's a 20-hour game. Miles Morales is not a big game that is not a full game. That's DLC. If they make Spider-Man 2 along those same lines, then yeah, it'll drop. But if it's a full game, I don't see it making. If it's as big as Spider-Man 1, I don't see it making this year.
I think Sony wants to release Spider-Man in September to contend with Starfield.
I don't think they want to do that. I mean, and look, man, they're not. This is what I understand. You got PlayStation fans on Twitter saying that Microsoft wants to steer clear of Spider-Man. Like people can buy Spider-Man on Xbox. Like it doesn't make a difference who drops what on these separate platforms. Right, and then we already know, Black Friday they'll have them in the bundles and everything, and maybe it'll look good. But I don't. It'll be hard for them to get it out.
That's right, back to New York, same block, same everything.
I mean, where else is he gonna go? Doesn't every Spider-Man movie take place in New York?
I mean, even the movies, they try to branch out Far From Home. God damn.
Yeah. That's true.
Copy paste.
Before they go Far From Home, can they at least have all the other boroughs of New York City?
Hey, look, man. I live in New York City all my life.
Six player, can't Spider-Man go by Coney Island and get a Nathan Dog?
Right, that would be fine.
I heard Spider-Man's about to go to Dubai and hang out with the captains out there.
Can Spider-Man go to North Carolina, eat some neck bones like me?
Nigga.
Hey, what you got against neck bones, dog?
That was funny.
What do you have against neck bones, man? Neck bones are delicious.
All respect.
Absolutely.
Yo, what they know about the neck bone plate? Neck bones, greens, hot sauce.
Hey, Gaines don't know. He jealous. He jealous.
Hey, listen, but they need something because right now they painting on walls. On this
bro, doing the dishes.
They counting DLC as brand new releases.
Man.
Oh man,
Turismo.
You know you down bad when you got to hype up VR, man.
Remastered remakes is a new
no. You down bad. You come from DLC the new game. So based on your logic, so when Xbox released Forza, the Hot Wheels DLC last year, so Xbox did have some games last year. Right. Okay.
You sound like Zeke with that. You sound like Zeke with that one.
It doesn't count.
Hey, these dudes paid $1,200 to paint on rocks. So you could have used Windows Paint for free. Come on, man.
I did. Hey, I say that in the comment section on JyzalGamingTV. These use Windows Paint for free, nigga.
That is crazy.
That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy.
Again, Tarkless is just, Tarkless got the big bang out here tonight, man. Starfield, 2,000 plus hours versus Spider-Man 1 and done.
Hey, man,
it ain't no contest.
Hey man, they down bad, man. They down bad, man.
Now they trying to hype up this and that Hellblade 2 little footage got them hurting too, man. Now they
that ain't gameplay. They still saying it's not gameplay. Look what Ninja Theory did with a few million and 20 people.
Right.
You think that ain't gameplay? You think they're not gonna do better than what they did before?
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, they down bad, J-Rock. I don't feel bad for them. They bet on the wrong horse.
I don't.
And eventually, like I told y'all a long time ago, Xbox is about to make a neutral out of a bunch of these cats.
Yeah.
Because
there's already a bunch of fake neutrals anyway.
Fake neutral.
They're gonna have to find a way. I don't need an Xbox. I got a PC. So what? You buy an Xbox?
They've been saying that since 2015.
No, 2016. No, 2016.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead and put that.
And then they cry about games not going to PlayStation. I thought you had a PC.
Right.
Go ahead and put that narrative to bed. If you got a PC and you buy an Xbox game on PC, you still support Microsoft, bro. It don't matter. So stop. That shit has never mattered. Like that's the thing you just said, right, about people's narratives. That's why I'll take these dudes' narratives, throw them shits in the trash, and put out the real shit. And then we're gonna continue from there. When you buy an Xbox game on your PC, you have just paid Microsoft. How can you claim to hate Microsoft but you getting the money? They don't give a fuck where you play, nigga. They about to open their own a mobile store. Did you see that? I don't think you've seen that, right? The first entry in that unofficially is Bethesda's new Doom game. Right? That's a pretty cool game. Microsoft is about to open a mobile store. Microsoft is a brand, right? I mean a brand, right? PlayStation is just another console. Let's be real. Everything Microsoft doing, making big moves, Sony following it. You just seen that wireless share. What was it called? Play Anywhere, whatever the hell they called it.
Remote
right?
play.
Yeah, and again, they following Microsoft's lead. Y'all always talk about how.
Actually, no. Remote play.
Hold on. Listen, no. Nobody ain't talking about what PlayStation doing. Let's be real, right? Y'all always talk about Sony is innovating and being first, but every single thing Microsoft is doing with these Xboxes and their brand, Sony turns around and does, right? They try to copy, they try to bite the energy, they try to innovate. Everything from services. Remember, y'all like to rent games, and they turn around and try to compare PS Plus to Game Pass. And again, I don't know how many times I got to say this. Remember this, right? I just put up a graphic under, I think it was J-Rock's post, and I'm gonna post it again just to remind these people. Y'all do know PS Now, right? That came before Game Pass, and it was a lot of it was supposedly cloud based and online and all this other shit, right?
2010.
Right. But remember, when Game Pass started popping, what was the narrative they had? We got to hold these niggas to the fire, right? They wanted to say, well, PS Now is actually better than Game Pass. Y'all started the comparison. You started that comparison. You said no, PS Now is better than Game Pass. That's what you said. You try to hype it up like everybody had it. You know how many subscribers PS Now had when it got dissolved and absorbed into PS Plus? Like 2 million. 2 million. When they combine those numbers, they have 50 million total. 48 million subscribed to PS Plus, right? You made that comparison. Yeah. So if you're gonna,
but Beast, that lie is what hurt them when they have to lie about Game Pass in court.
Exactly.
They have more subscribers than Game Pass because they bootlegged and fudged the numbers.
They really did. You're supposed to compare PS Now to Game Pass. PS Now was your standalone gaming service, just like Game Pass is a standalone gaming service. Game Pass Ultimate is when you combine Gold and Game Pass, but Game Pass can be purchased standalone. Gold can be purchased standalone. So if anything, you'll compare PS Plus to Gold. I shouldn't have to say this to a bunch of grown-ass men and women. You already knew this. Fact of the matter is, nobody was tapping in to PlayStation's gaming service. It was trash. Everything you can do on that, I can do on my Xbox right now. I can play the Ratchet and Clanks you can't play on my Xbox, right? I can play the games that made PlayStation on my Xbox, right? So at the end of the day, you guys out here waiting for these games, these Spider-Mans, these Wolverines, these Final Fantasies, man. Yeah, there's no organic growth, man. Everything I see is copying Microsoft and Xbox.
Why don't you give PlayStation credit for the organic growth when it went out and bought Gaikai?
Yeah, that's funny.
Hold on. Do you know PlayStation also bought the same people bought OnLive? Remember OnLive? See, OnLive was headed
they bought OnLive to kill it though.
Yeah,
but you don't remember. Look, this is organic growth, man. PlayStation innovates, Microsoft imitates.
Oh man,
there's nothing organic about PlayStation.
Remember,
man.
You don't remember when they went out and got Gaikai for $300-some-odd million?
Yeah,
and it went up to par, so they had to close it.
Remember they bought it.
And they grew organically.
Remember they bought it Insomniac. That ain't organic. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
they brought every studio under the umbrella except for
they ain't no technically nothing, nigga.
Nah. Be a brick your legs.
Nah, you gonna break your own legs.
Studio and the God of War studio. All the rest of them are not organic.
But Insomniac Games is kind of organic because they be making PlayStation games for 20 years.
They made Sunset Overdrive.
The
only reason why they got Insomniac is because that Microsoft is not this Microsoft. This Microsoft would not have let them go to Sony the way the last regime did. Because there was Sony got them at just the right time. They got them for the low. They got them for the low before everybody else started to get into the bidding wars. But if this regime was moving this way back then, Insomniac could be a first-party studio.
Exactly.
So by your logic, games, if Insomniac is organic because it quote unquote has been making PlayStation games, that means Bethesda is even more organic because Elder Scrolls first came to the console via Xbox. Right?
Yes.
So
Call of Duty.
That's what I was just about to say. I got another one. Call of Duty. Microsoft is responsible for bringing that to the console.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
there's no argument.
We talked about that. They didn't believe that controllers were capable of the aim because of the lack of precision that you got from a mouse. Microsoft convinced them, just like Microsoft convinced Bethesda because they weren't sure that their games would work on console.
That's facts. Talking right here for the alley-oop. Sony can't follow Microsoft into the trillions, baby. Stay broke. Talk to them, Tart. They can only go so far, baby, but they can't get to the big bang.
Well, legal, you gotta look at it though.
Little bang, baby. I've been telling them this for over 2 years. Regardless of what they say, regardless of how many cries and tears hit that bucket, they can never.
Hey, which one y'all niggas sleep?
The big bang.
Wake up, gamers.
Oh, wow, it's Game Zero. He said, huh?
Girl snoring, man. Wake up.
I ain't snoring. I'm on a computer, man. Right now, I'm on a computer making my racing game and my fighting game. So
he can't hang.
Bro,
it's past your bedtime.
Stand up.
No. I'm looking at my fighting game, beats.
Man, if you ain't farting, you sleeping.
You know, at least.
Man.
I ain't sleeping.
All I could say is Sony tried, and it looks like it's not working out for them. And Xbox is the way to go. It's the game. It's way to create an amazing, already been built a great community. Every single one of you here again, hang out, community, play games, and do everything. Xbox One, that's it. Their reign was from 2014 to 2017, and from there on, it's takeover, and that's it. And now they're over.
My man Shane G, the undisputed street sweeper out here. Shane G in the building. It's good to see my man Shane G.
Shout out to Shane G. Shane G say he tired of these clowns.
Shane G just tell it like it is, bro.
That's Shane. No, that's Shane from Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. He tired of these.
What up, Shane?
Shane be making him mad.
I feel him though, man. Look, he's irritated. I'm like, man, look, I was once where you were, man. Because he's like, man, I'm tired of this.
Down bad.
Hey, Shane don't like niggas arguing they damn narratives. I be telling him, man, don't Man, when them PlayStation dudes be talking to you, man, that's why they be so mad at me, man. I take they bullshit, throw that shit in the trash, and just dunk on them the whole time. Like when they say something, just counter it, straight facts, throw it in the trash, and I'll start something else. Right?
Hey,
they want to.
Facts
hey,
don't
bro,
matter.
we just got a breaking news. Final Fantasy won't be 4K 60. You got to have a performance mode. They just confirmed.
Oh,
they have 60 frames per second.
We already knew there wasn't a 4K machine.
Is Square really using the full capabilities of the PS5 like they say they are?
Hey, don't relax. Relax.
Hey, games. They say mute your mic. Stop snoring.
They said you need like a $2,000 PC, right, to run it.
Yes, sir.
Wait, you guys can't hear me? Oh.
They said whoever snoring mute their mic.
RDNA 1.1 action, bro.
Spartan or Resident. Oh, there we go. No. They said you needed a $2,000 PC to run it, right? It's not even 4K 60.
Hey, don't worry. My game will be 4K 60 and 120.
Hey, games, you better not be sleeping while you're awake. I don't know how you doing that, my nigga, but you snoring.
I ain't snoring.
Hey, when are we getting a demo to your games?
That's what I was about to say. Can I get that demo?
Oh, 2026.
No, but it's better than
last
time.
Let me get
the
that
last
out.
Time Games was here, he farted.
That's what I said. If he ain't farting, he's snoring.
Way down bad.
Yo, y'all can't hear Games Heroes for real?
No, we can hear him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
we hear him snoring, bro.
My man snoring while he awake. How is that possible?
Wow.
Boy got narcolepsy.
No, I'm mad right now, man. Nintendo shut down the Wii U eShop.
Man, ain't nobody playing that shit.
14 million people bought that console.
Man, there's a lot of games.
Nobody playing that, man. They released all those games.
This man tried to argue with
the 3DS one. That's the one.
This man tried to argue with me one day, talking about people buy the Nintendos for third party. Don't nobody buy no Nintendo for third party.
I did not say that. No, I did not.
Everything somebody buy Nintendo for, anybody it's gonna be for exclusives, man. Trust me.
I do though.
It's gonna be for Nintendo games because they know third party games.
But I do though. But I do though.
I asked bro, who would buy Nintendo for a third party game? He said me. He said he would buy Call of Duty if it was there for Nintendo.
Damn, Nintendo.
The anime nerds will, because there's a lot of anime games.
The only way you would buy Call of Duty for Nintendo is if the Nintendo was the only console you had. That would make sense. But if you have an Xbox, you're probably not gonna do that. Bruh, when? What did you do it?
I had Modern Warfare 3 both Wii and Xbox.
Why would you buy it for both?
Because I want what people answers.
Yeah, first off, you ain't built like that. Don't talk like that. Don't talk like that.
Game Hero say he's putting in work with them nunchucks.
There are people who do that, but I always found that weird when people do that. Like, why buy it twice unless it's a game you really cap for? Other than that, like, why?
Yo, but Game, since we're on the topic of Nintendo, where's Metroid Prime 4?
Hey, fake news, man. Ask my lawyer. But listen, man.
When is that coming out?
I don't know, man. They announced actually in 2017. They restart development in 2019. It was actually we still didn't get no damn screenshot. Not even a console.
You get another Metroid Dread before you get Metroid Prime 4.
No, the Dread. No, it's a timeline. So that's gone. So Metroid Prime 4 is like
whatever timeline is Nintendo, man. I'm talking about you'll get another 2D Metroid game before you get Metroid.
I doubt it.
Or another remake or remaster.
Oh no. Speaking of that remaster, so I bought it for $39.99 on physical, right?
Everybody did.
But no, this is one thing I don't say Nintendo. Y'all niggas stupid, man. Why you just remaster the whole trilogy and just charge people $60? I already have the trilogy on the Wii.
Because they don't have to. You can buy each and every one of them for $40.
You know what? You're 100% right. I'm part of the problem, man.
Because we'll buy them all over again.
No, really, I am part of the problem, man. They would do. I think they would do shit like that, man. I ain't gonna cap, man. Cause I told you, first of all, there was a lot of rumors about all the Metro Prime.
61.9 is coming out the top, bro.
The Prime remaster is, they're definitely gonna do the others.
Yeah,
15 frames per second. Fact.
Oh man, no, man, not like this.
The problem with Nintendo, man, is they want to bring a new console, but This one is still selling.
Yeah,
so they gotta put these games. They gotta put these games out and strike while the iron is hot, so you're getting 15 frames per
games. Realist, we're going to play it safe, okay?
They have no more games.
The wheels to the come off, bro. That's the way it is.
Yeah, but they have no more. No.
The Switch has another 3 years. So.
No, they lying. So they have no. Listen. After like Pikmin and all that stuff, this is that last thing for the Switch, dude. You realize that they have no games besides Zelda. Yeah, you said Pikmin and Advance Wars, but they're not really. They
need Game Ex Machina too. That's what they need.
They don't own the IP, and no one want to play that crap. So,
bro, you only good at Mario games. Don't do that.
Beast, you are the only one I hear talking about that.
Hey man, listen. I got exquisite taste. That is the closest thing to Armored Core.
You sound like your boy talking like that.
Who that?
The trashy one.
Oh hell no! Ah man, that dude. Oh, why you do that, bro? Nah, man, that nigga ain't even a gamer, man. That dude.
Hey, we not talking about trash here. Come on,
that dude a cornball, bro. Like I blocked that nigga, man. I forgot he exists till you said that, bro. Like, dude's a fucking cornball.
But you sound just like he talking about games nobody else talks about. Talking about I got exquisite taste.
Well, see, that's the thing. I played
KJN. Back out here in these streets with a soccer account.
Yeah, that dude lame too, bro. Like I play stuff people don't know and stuff people know. That's the difference between me and Mr. Caps a lot, right? He don't play nothing. In the game he did play, I whooped his ass and it took his money. Right.
Truth be told, Game Pass subscribers are in the same boat with you now.
Say that again.
That everybody knows and the games that nobody does know, they in Game Pass. They're for you to try.
Facts. As it should be.
Boy,
as it should be, man.
Now their new narrative, what's it called? They took out the $1 subscription, huh? I'm like, get the ass out of here,
bro. I ain't paid for a $1 subscription in like 3 years or 4 years.
Bro, look, the $1 subscription is not for you to create a new email address every month.
Exactly,
that's what they do.
I mean, like that, like how what did they think was supposed to happen? Like they're not gonna keep letting people abuse the system. I advise everybody to take advantage of those 3-year flips too while you can.
Hey, bro, and then you had the Red Dragon out here talking about
all that's about to end because
the price increase.
But check it out, J-Rock. Now Xbox knows that they have the IP that everybody knows, the IP that everybody will pay for. Right. So now they don't need to show any more love. They already weren't letting you prepay for a discount like Sony is. Right. Now it's going to be month by month. You want to create a new email address every month, they might start tying it to addresses. I mean, it's like as friendly as they've been, it's about to be about the money. They've been nice because they just want you. Come on in. But now it's going to be about the business. These dollar deals, Taco Bells, what was it? Dorito boxes that I heard, Dorito cans. All that's about to come to an end. You know what I mean? Because now it's time to start getting these subscriptions in and get invested. What you say?
20 million people have come out of nowhere, right? And grew Xbox Live services from 100 million to 120 million. All right. This is another thing I'm glad Spark 117 brought up before we ended this show tonight. I'm glad you brought this up because this is on a level of the dumbest situation that happened when the Xbox community slapped itself in the face when they were trying to bring the Xbox Live to $120 a year, right? $120 a year, and people lost their minds on that, not knowing that if you already had Game Pass, it wasn't even talking about you, right? It was about the people who were going to be the first time buyers towards Game Pass. Now,
shout out to the whole.
When you talk about the $100 thing, right? I mean, not the 100. I'm sorry, the $1 promotion. It's a promotion. So this is why you got people like Red Dragon making a fool out of himself. This is a promotion. So I've never seen a promotion last this long. How long has this promotion been going on? Since 2017? So you're talking roughly 6 years. Microsoft has drugged this promotion. This is a promotion for 6 years. You got people capping over $1 because now they don't understand that things are about to change. We got family plan coming soon. We got games that are going to be $70 coming soon. We got Ubisoft coming in. With the Ubisoft Plus coming in soon. You got all these factors that are going to be coming in soon, right? For 6 years, they ran this promotion. At this point, if you have not experienced Game Pass Ultimate, that's your fault. What's the bitching for? You've had 6 years to try this out. This is a month-to-month basis. Even if you did get it for $1, it will not carry over with you the next month. You can't go $1 up. I'm gonna end my subscription, bring it back up, pay another $1 in my. It ain't never worked that way.
No, it doesn't work like that way. You know what people do is they abuse the system to keep creating new gamer tags, and keep creating new accounts and keep doing the $1 promotion.
You're spending more. Okay, Game Heroes. That's correct. You're putting all this work in just to. So that tells me one thing, Game Heroes.
They cheat.
That Xbox has games.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
These donkeys want to play our games. Because
and they cheat.
Tell you what I'm not going to do. I will never do that much work to play a damn Sony game. Never in my life.
Never.
You think I'm running to make false accounts to play on a PlayStation? Come on, man.
But really, legal. They cheat. They can't afford $15 a month.
No, hey, you know what get me? This will get me. They said Game Pass is broke niggas, but now they crying because they can't pay $1. So who's the broke nigga? Right? Hey, I have no.
Pass.
I have no problem. I have no problem paying $15 a month. But I thought you said Game Pass was for broke people, but you the one crying about not being able to pay $1. Come on, man.
Nigga, $15 a month can buy you. Well, listen, $15 ain't money, man. That's why we have inflation going on. That's still ain't money, man.
Resident Gamer. They out here capping over $1. Beast, everybody, Resident, JyzalGaming, they snitched on themselves. So you guys been undercoverly paying into damn Game Pass thinking, well, we'll just pay $1. It doesn't matter. You want to play our games.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that Xbox has games. Which one is it? Xbox has no games or Xbox has games? Which one is it?
And this was funny, right? Y'all say, I done seen PlayStation dudes post, hey, Games, mute your mic, nigga. I swear to goodness. Hey, I done see, stop snoring while you woke, bro.
I'm not
listen, hey, I done seen these dudes make tweets talking about, oh, I got that $1 deal. Yeah, you just paid Microsoft though. Imagine, right? All 14 million PS4 owners that claim they got both for a PC. I can play Xbox in my PC. So if all of y'all gave them $1, that's still what $114 million for them. Either way, they profiting for y'all, and that's a lot of money, right? That's no small sum of money. So anytime y'all brag about paying $1, bro, you still giving profit to the company you claim to hate. You know how much money Sony made off me within the last probably fucking 15 years? Not $1. So we thank you for supporting Microsoft. It is because of you we can get some of these bang ass exclusives we about to get, right? I ain't never supported Sony. So by your own logic, you supported what I stand for more than I support what you stand for. So I do thank you for that. Sony ain't getting no money out of me, but keep paying them $, right? Well, no, too late. You can't. Man. Crazy.
They do a lot of talking, but they only walk around with hooves. You see,
exactly.
You see these hoof imprints in the sand. You're like, what's going on? These centaurs. This is the problem. Look, man, if you like Xbox, why are you scared to admit it?
The fake neutrals is the problem.
A fake culture, right? A fake culture will only make a person feel like he can't express himself freely, right? I got an Xbox and I like it, and I got a PlayStation, I like it. The problem is this: we don't care what you like. What are you gaming? I don't care if you got an Xbox console. If you're not gaming on it, it doesn't matter to me. Right? If you're sitting over here, well, only waiting for exclusives, then why are you talking about you have an Xbox? If you got a PlayStation, you don't play it, why are you talking about it? Second of all, it never makes sense to talk about something you bought. I got a Switch. You don't hear me dogging the Switch out. It wouldn't make no sense. I bought it. Why would I dog out something I bought? That makes no sense. I got the consoles. I got them. Who gives a damn?
People in this community bought an Xbox to just talk shit about it.
That's pretty wild.
No, I know. Hey, I'm a snitch. Hey, I'm gonna snitch. Saltiest gamer.
Yeah, he was the same one who bragged about the $1 Game Pass.
Bro.
He did the same thing.
I heard that dude didn't even buy his Xbox, but I heard he like made a scam or something.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Yep, he did. He did. He went to
GoFundMe. Dudes you put on Mount Rushmore for your community.
Yeah, he went to GoFundMe because I think something happened to him. And that dumbass Wooly came out about we got donate with my friend Saltiest Gaming. He's on to and people donate. And 2 days later he got an Xbox.
Hey, Wooly, that dude.
I thought that's suspicious.
Hey, that Wooly dude wrote a whole fucking essay, and I mean really essay. He put a fucking summary in the end. He did all that. Like, hey, my man, and I'm not bullshit when I say that. I'm not exaggerating. He wrote an essay, some shit I had to write for school.
No, there's not an essay. That nigga wrote a whole book.
He did. He put a summary in the end. You nobody read all that, bro.
Nobody reading all that. Okay, Bees. Who the hell paid $8 for 2 Elon Musk for the whole damn book?
Hey, you know what I love? The dude that made it into a Star Wars entrance. That was funny. That was mad funny.
They were out here writing epistles to each other, bro, like they were locked in prison. They were giving these folks false hope, man. They've been giving their fan base false hope for years.
Look, hey, this man wrote an essay on Twitter for nobody to read. Ain't nobody gonna read that shit.
It was stupid.
They trying to show that they a leader, right? So they sending epistles out here to the donkey community, writing all these cheerful letters,
bro. And they could have avoided all that. They could have avoided all that if they just listened.
If they just listened, J-Rock.
Yep.
Nah, man. Hey, man, that's a funny thing I ever seen in my life. This nigga paid $8. He was the Red Dragon wrote a whole entire book on the goddamn Twitter, man.
This man thought
that. Look, this is the sad part about it. Right?
That's funny.
We're telling them right now that you got false prophets in your daggum fan base, right? Calling them out by name, right? This is what they'll do. They'll bat their eyes. They'll close their ears to it, right? They'll continue to ride with them. When the ship sink, guess who they're going to be mad at? They're going to be mad at them. You know how stupid that is? Yep. Why are you mad at a false prophet? They don't do nothing but look y'all in your eyes and lie to y'all every single day. We told you what was going to happen, man. Sony ain't about to save y'all. I told y'all that. These gaming influencers ain't going to save y'all because they ain't gaming. These YouTubers that make content every single day ain't gaming. All these people here are to tickle your Elmo. That's all they here to do is tickle your Elmo. You guys out here ain't even gaming yourselves. Y'all too much on Twitter every single day. Just going back at it with Xbox, but I thought PlayStation has it all. Look, the PlayStation platform has more on it than the Xbox right now, right? We don't have no VR headset. Why y'all on Twitter? Y'all got stuff. Go out there and buy it. Go out there and play.
Like how the blue Urkel got called out on his achievements, multiple Earth trophies, because he didn't have any on any games.
Right. You talking about Lumo.
Oh man, Office Max.
Hey, but not legal. I might block you tonight because I blame you, dude. He came out of nowhere and you're pulling. He trying to tap me, dude. I just blocked him. Listen, man.
I told you to block him a long time ago, bro. Your ass don't listen.
No, I blocked his old account, his new account. So I need to block his new account. Yeah, like I just blocked him. Listen, man.
Y'all talking about the dude that ain't good at COD. I seen a screenshot of him playing with somebody. That man went 11-22, bro. Trash.
God dang.
11-22. You know what he tried. You know what he tried with me though. This is why they only talk shit on Twitter, right? Because they not gamers. That dude. Yeah. Some of y'all might have known he was in Yeah, remember the Drama Spaces dude? I was in there one day, right? And me and Doc was in there, right? You know the Drama Spaces nigga. And so he was in there talking all crazy. He was trying to talk to Doc the whole time.
Cheat code.
We're talking about Office Max, right? He was talking crazy. Well, yeah, I know. Okay, you talking about, yeah, you funny though. But the dude was talking all this shit, right? About games, and I play old games. I'm like, all right, bro, I don't even play COD like that. I will buy COD. When I whoop your ass, you got to give my money back plus an extra 70 on top of it, right? Extra 70, sort of work, it'd be worth my time. I'm like, would you do that? He said no, right? So, like, in that community, bro, every person y'all look up to, I'd have called them out in some way, shape, or form, right? So this is why they stay on Twitter all day,
Like
mad and
C-Bomb.
trying to do.
Remember C-Bomb?
Yeah. Took his money, took trash money. I done changed a couple names. Like, that's why they only resort to the personal attacks, right? Personal attacks don't do shit, right? Because if you secure in yourself as a man or a woman, that shit don't mean nothing. Like, that's little kid stuff. That shit don't affect me because that's all y'all got. And again, that's why y'all ex-CEO and president of Sony Interactive Entertainment, Sean Layden, liked my tweet about y'all, right? Y'all asses is so toxic. You are so deplorable to your own people.
How
They don't
you
even
got a tweet before them, bro?
I got y'all
beyond his nuts.
hey, I got y'all's OG. Y'all's 5-star general to like my post. He don't even interact with y'all. Crazy.
You've been found lacking from the highest levels.
I got one of the highest likes ever possible. And he don't even care about y'all's community because y'all so toxic.
All right,
that's crazy.
All right, B. I will call Charlene on like your shit. Be quiet, man.
Nah, he gonna block your ass. He don't know who you is. Listen, right?
I know.
Hey, listen, man. But for real though, seriously, that toxicity, right? Like when we do what we do up there, the trolling, and it's supposed to be in all fun, and we try to tell y'all this, but y'all take it to the next level because you don't got no games to entertain you on that console, right? So all you really got is Twitter. So when you see Xbox dudes having fun, making fun of you, making memes that's just as truthful as they is funny, right? They take that shit personal because they can't do what we can do, right? We can look at the memes and laugh and go play the game. They can't do that. They done put them 7 hours in Spider-Man. Horizon, that shit whack. They talked about calling a mountain for like 3 days until they got a 79. Nobody talks about that shit no more. You see like 1 or 2 dudes occasionally post themselves painting on rocks. I ain't seen no other gameplay of that game. Have y'all?
Hold
on. No, this is a real question. Have y'all seen any gameplay outside of painting rocks? Anybody? I don't think really. I haven't.
Nah, that's all that song is Xbox sucks on a rock.
Crazy, right? No wonder y'all mad all the time, bro. Y'all over there gaming frustrated. You're frustrated on that console, man. I'm telling you, for your own mental health, put that damn PlayStation in the trash. Go to your local pawn shop. They'll probably give you a good $75, right? You put that towards the Series X. You good. Or go to GameStop. Listen,
y'all is savage, yo. Y'all is savage right now.
Hey, what's that doing there?
No. Their hopes and dreams are on Final Fantasy, right?
For real.
It up to the max.
Yep.
Now when it doesn't sell, right? When it doesn't sell, it has that commercial success. What they're gonna say? Oh, it's a niche product, right? Oh, every time they have an excuse. Oh, it's niche. It's niche. When Bloodborne didn't sell on the console, it's a niche product. It's a niche game, right? Elden Ring blows everything out the water as soon as they start expanding everywhere, right? Persona. Oh, it doesn't sell here because it's niche. It's niche. They put it on Xbox, all of a sudden they're doing better than ever before.
What is it? What was the game? Deathloop.
Death Stranding.
It's niche.
Deathloop.
Went over there on Xbox.
Oh, Deathloop. Yep. Ghostwire Tokyo gonna do the same thing.
Ghostwire Tokyo gonna do the same thing.
Say it again, B. Say it again, J-Rock. What?
Ghostwire Tokyo, man.
Say it one more time. What?
Ghostwire Tokyo. That shit about to come home where it belong. For free.
Y'all heard it right here. And we're saying it with a straight face. We ain't lying to y'all. Look, I'm telling y'all right now, the best thing for you donkeys to do, is become a neutral before it's too late. Come on over here to the dark side where we have a community. Learn how to get into a group. Learn how to get into a club. Learn how to hit up people and ask them, hey, I need some help on this level. I need 3 more players to join me. That's how it is over here on Xbox. Come on over here. Get off the mics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get off the
mics. Mute your mic. You always got mic problems.
Games are over eating Doritos. Look, get off the mic. Get off the mics for a little bit. Get on the controllers. That's all we saying. It's time for the community to start respecting gamers as a whole. When we start respecting gamers as a whole, the community looks better. When if all we're gonna do is co-sign talkers, then the community looks sour out here. Right now, we just have a bunch of talkers with a bunch of followers. That's what y'all come down to. Y'all want everybody else to be like that. But when everybody else ain't like that, y'all got a problem. But that's not reality. We come from an era where showcasing is what it's all about. You win some, you lose some. Am I wrong, Realist? Am I wrong, Beast? Am I wrong, Game?
Nope.
Am I wrong, Spartan? Me and Spartan put me back on Halo in the beginning. He put me on that battlefield, bro. I was getting my ass toe up. About the 4th, 5th round, I was on it. I was good. Came out with a 28 kill game. Couldn't believe it. You listen, if you're good at gaming, you're good at gaming. Gaming is showcasing. There's not a game that a person who's
Game
not
Heroes,
good at
man.
Game Zero.
There's not a person who's not good at gaming, right, Beast? That will struggle forever. Let me tell y'all something about Wulong. That's the whole point about Wulong. The first boss of Wulong is that definition of what I'm talking about. The reason why that they made that boss like that is for the real gamer. They know that only the real gamer is going to advance on past that shit right there.
Damn, Game Zero.
Game Zero, come on, baby. You can do it.
Hey, legal. Can you kick that nigga off the show, man? I vote. Kick that nigga off the show.
Look, Games.
Nah. Right now, bro, you have pony. Like you are legally have pony right now because you can't beat that ball.
I can beat him, man.
Look, Games. I'm gonna drop jewels on you right now, for real. I know you know how to beat the General of Man, right? The first wave. All you got to do is just throw a mirage of attacks on him and parry just a little bit. You can get past him, right?
You gonna beat that nigga out another 50 times.
The one that helped me get past the monster. The monster, you just stay about 30 feet away from him, right? Let him attack you. He's just gonna do some things. All you gotta do is parry those attacks, and you'll kill him. That's just it. You're gonna make him frustrated. He might do.
All you gotta do is parry your attacks. You have to be able to parry the attacks, though, man.
You're gonna beat him. Yup. Stay about.
Man, y'all about to get this man lumped up. Y'all telling him all like he's gonna get beat up.
That's what I'm saying, man. This Game Heroes, man. This is the Nintendo guy.
The Nintendo king, right? Listen.
Yeah, man.
Hey, he only good at Nintendo games. I told him that.
Monster Hunter until Winnie the Pooh came after him.
Oh yeah.
Look.
Hey, he did say that.
Look, y'all. Wulong ain't even on the Switch. He's out, man. He's down.
No.
Yeah, he down bad.
I can beat it. I just work and all that stuff.
No, you can't, nigga. What the hell?
I'm gonna tell you that, fam.
I'm gonna be.
Bro, most everybody else that beat that boss got a job.
Games. It is okay if you can't beat him, bro. Just admit the first.
It is, bro. We still
the first step. The first step is acceptance. You gotta accept.
Beast. How many times you died, Beast?
I beat him though. It don't matter. Did you beat him?
Oh man.
Nah.
That's funny. That's funny, man.
You're gonna die a lot, but I'm telling you.
All you gotta do is parry the attacks, but he can't parry attacks, though. What you
That's the only way you're gonna get past him. And you gotta stay about 30 feet from him. You'll get to see what he's doing. I'm serious, he's easy once you do that.
I mean, legal to be
you gotta put a gameplay video of you playing
to be fair, legal, we talking to a guy that got beat up by the first boss of Monster Hunter Rise. So you gotta start him out a little bit.
No. First of all, I beat Monster Hunter Rise. I'm gonna switch. Be quiet.
Ain't no way in hell. If Winnie the Pooh did you like that, you lying. Ain't no way, nigga.
Nigga, I was tired.
Hey.
For game shows, y'all. Look, Beast, I want to say thank you for showing up tonight, man.
Ain't no problem.
You had a lot in store. I watched you with a binocular. So I see that they couldn't get you out the game. I see that they came for your head, fam, and you stood on your 10. That's why you're here tonight. You got a lot to say. You had a lot to get off your chest. You victorious, man. And we was rooting for you. You learned a lot. You see what happens, right? They can't one-on-one. There's no 1v1 in the donkey community.
Facts.
They will not show up.
They're too weak.
After this show, we're begging them to show up. Look, put your little so-called mascot generals up against this lineup. We'll have them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're not gamers. They rather talk about gaming than actual game. They don't want no parts of this right here. They don't want no parts. I'm telling y'all right now, you'll be ashamed of them. It's like I used to do when I was on the court, right? Balling on these clowns, and some of these dudes will come bring their girlfriends with them. Why you bring your girlfriend with you, bro? You gonna let that girl down today, fam. Take that girl back home. She believes in you. Take her home, bro. Don't bring her here. They didn't listen. They didn't listen.
Illegal. They found out what I look like. What they thought I was gonna run away. Nigga, have you seen what KJ?
Wait a minute.
Have you? Hey.
Why are they worrying about what you look like, fam?
Hey, that's all I'm about to say. Have you seen what KJN look like? Have you seen what Thrash look like? Have you seen what your community look like, nigga?
Have you seen what Sumo look like?
Hey, for real.
What the Red Dragon look like?
Nigga, I'm a model up in this motherfucking compared to y'all. Nigga,
the Red Dragon looks like a crack. No, the Red Dragon looks like a crackhead cohesive.
Nigga, what the fuck I'm gonna run? I look better than all you niggas, man. Fuck out of here.
J-Rock predicted earlier on today. J-Rock predicted he's gonna call Congress, didn't he?
I told you. Didn't I tell you their next move, bro? Exactly what he did a few minutes ago.
Yo, crazy. I want to say shout out to all the false prophets in Donkey Land. Without y'all, this show wouldn't have been possible. Yo, shout out to my man Tarkulus tonight, Forza Legend, and all those who gave support to the channel tonight. Beast of Truth, thanks for stopping by. You know you can always stop by, but we know you the ruler of spaces now. You taking over space, and that's your world, bro. That's your world, and you stay there. And you keep spreading that good Xbox gospel. Keep throwing the realest pistols out there. You know what I'm saying? Because people, look, we're from the old school, right? I come from the era where I come from the one console. If I want to experience another console, I walk my ass across the street and I play it on my friend's console. Guess what? If we had the both console, I had a video game he didn't have. He had a video game I didn't have. So we switched video games for about a week or so. Play the games and beat them and give them back. Y'all don't know nothing about that, bro. Y'all don't know nothing about community because y'all been brainwashed to think that everything needs to be on your console. It needs to be number one, outsell everybody. And you can't think outside that VHS breaking point wall. You just can't get past that. So because you rather believe, right, the unbeliever of gamers, you're going to pay the price. The truth speakers are over here. We don't have no agendas over here. This ain't truth. This ain't feelings over truths. We're not here to patty whack your ears. I'm not here to pinch on my nipples or take my shirt off or sing karaoke songs to you.
Shots fired.
I'm not here to slap myself and slap my thighs and be goofy and corny and do dog tricks on my camera screens and stuff. That's not this. This is just gaming, man. We don't regurgitate bird food news that you can read from these articles every single day that ain't talking about nothing, right? Until one of these articles start complaining about Spider-Man 2, I don't take none of them seriously. And all you little lame-ass influencers walking around here acting like because you know somebody doesn't give you no more credit than a fly on a piece of shit stick. It don't give you no credit, bro. Like, we don't care about none of that. We're down here buying these games. We ain't got our hands out. We ain't looking for no reviews. Game Heroes can get these games. Matter of fact, I'm about to put Game Heroes review YouTube channel up soon because my man gets games early. They think everybody's got to be big time. Look, bro, you ain't got to be big time to do big stuff. All right? There's some people down here that are just humble and meek that can get stuff. And they review these games the right way. And they speak on these games through their experience like real gamers are supposed to do. I got my man Willis who stay going all the time. He's home for a whole week. He had a birthday yesterday along with Resident and somebody else. It was like 3 of the homies we know all had birthdays. But me and Willis, our mission is to go and take this Wulong on home. Anybody that wants to join us, come on and join us.
We got a
That's
laundry
how it
list.
is over here.
We still got to get on Shoulders of Giants, too.
We got to get on Shoulders of Giants. Look, all these co-op games, everybody come on and let's beat these co-op games. This ain't the PlayStation fan base cult. We over here really playing these games. Get over here and play these games. Stop talking so much. It's okay to talk a lot. You want to talk a lot, but play some games. Don't just be a talker, bro. You can't just be a talker. Like, and then when somebody tells you shut your damn mouth up, you got a problem. You want to say we out here chasing clout. What clout are we going to get by telling you to shut up? What do we get out of that? What clout we getting out of that? We ain't getting nothing out of that, bro. We're here to stand on gaming principles. That's what we're here for. And we got a good following community that we like, that we love, and that's all we need. Just like I've always said, I don't want everybody Just give us the real Xbox gamers. That's all we need. Like JyzalGaming said, I ain't got to kiss nobody's ass over in the PlayStation community to blow up. All I need is the Xbox community. That's all listen, people just need to be themselves. You don't need to be nobody else. Be yourself. I don't want you following me, man. You don't follow me. Be yourself. We follow each other. We follow each other. Beast already let y'all know what was about to happen. We there, Beast. We gonna warm up on that MLB. Just hit me up. We'll play some games.
Yeah, get y'all 3 ponies. Any 3 ponies out there. We want the niggas. We want y'all. I guess you like comparing yourselves to us. Whatever. Get your trashes, your MBGs, and whatever. Get 3 of y'all versus 3 of us. Let's do that. But we know y'all ain't gonna respond though. Y'all ain't gonna respond.
Me and Realist was thinking about doing a Houston Astros versus Texas Rangers game live. Just go on Twitch and just play it live.
Then after a while, you're gonna tell me to switch teams.
Look, we just here to have fun. Go join JyzalGaming on Saturday nights live. Halo Infinite nights. Go join over there. Get over there. Go play some games. Get off of Twitter. Hey, yo, I just want to say thanks for everybody for coming out tonight, showing hella love, showing hella support. If you like what we're about, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Never miss an awesome show where we come and deliver whenever we're not working so hard. We come and bring it. We can't do it without y'all. Y'all are the reason why we do it. We want to have fun with you guys as well. Shouts to my man Six Slayer, the realest one, Resident Gamer Zero, Spark 117, JyzalGaming, Beast the Truth and Game Show tonight, alongside the mighty Chit Chat community and all those around the world who are real gamers. We can't do this without y'all. Remember, always keep it gaming and never let nobody, I mean nobody, take the extra man out of your life. Redemption is a beautiful thing. Second chance is awesome. Reach for it, grab it, and never let that go. I go by the name of the New Legal. This is XL, the X League Podcast, the League of Extraordinaires. And we out of here. Until next time, y'all be safe. God bless. We out. Peace.
All right, man.
Deuces.
Mm-hmm.
Game, I thought you